Welcome back to the Magical Mermaids Tarot channel. Today we're going to be answering this question. Why are people or a person you have in mind shocked about you? Okay. How are you shocking people right now, or a person that you have in mind right now? Okay. Hi, my name is Diana, Psychic Intuitive, and before you are 4 piles to choose from. Pile 1 is from the Golden Journey Tarot, and the associated object is this crystal ball. Pile 2 is from the Melanin Tarot, and the associated object is this cat. Pile 3 is from the Twin Flames Awakened Path Tarot, and the associated object is this sun symbol. Pile 4 is from the Circular Tarot, and the associated object is this feather. Now remember, this reading is about how people in general are shocked about you at this time in your life. But you can also assign a person to a pile. So for instance, if you got a couple of people in mind and you want to know how they are shocked about you, right? Or why they're shocked about you, you can assign them to a pile based on your intuition, okay? So for instance, if you have a friend, you want to know how they're shocked about you, you might be feeling called to you assigning that friend to pile 3, and that would be the reading answering that question. Or if you want to know how people are shocked about you in general, then you might be feeling called to pile 1, for instance, and that would answer that question. Or however you want to do it, just follow your intuition. Now, if you're still undecided, or you would like to choose an additional pile, then let me go ahead and add the zodiac signs to your pile. You can choose a pile based on your zodiac sign, or based on the zodiac sign of the people that you are asking about, wanting to know how they are shocked about you. Okay? Let me add those zodiac signs right now. I'll be right back. Pile 1 is associated with the sun or rising signs of Capricorn, Cancer, and Pisces. Pile 2 is associated with the sun or rising signs of Aquarius, Libra, and Virgo. Pile 3 is associated with the sun or rising signs of Scorpio, Gemini, and Leo. Pile 4 is associated with the sun or rising signs of Aries, Taurus, and Sagittarius. Please take your time, make your choice or choices, and I will see you at your reading or readings. Welcome to your reading, Pile 1. So why are people, or the person you have in mind, shocked about you? Let's move your number over to the left. You ended up with a crystal ball. It's got pretty roses in it. You ended up with Capricorn, Cancer, and Pisces. Okay, so let me do a vibe check on you. So people are feeling really shocked about you, Pile 1, because you have this sort of like relentless pursuit of knowledge going on. Okay? It's like you don't stop till you get the answers. And people are shocked about this in you. There could be something that you have not let go of, and maybe they wanted you to stop looking into it. They wanted you to move on from it. They wanted you to stop bothering with it, and you just continue to pursue, ask, research, dig in. And you have this ability to see beyond what is being presented, to see beyond the surface. That gives you insight into like what may have happened in the past, what's currently happening, or what will happen in the future, and it is blowing their minds. Okay? They're shocked about this. Almost like you're a psychic Part one, okay? Like you're like a psychic detective. You can figure it out, okay? You know, it's like you can read between the lines. They don't gotta spell it out for you, okay? You have that intuitive knowledge, or that deeper knowledge on tap. I don't know if you ever guys watch one of my favorite genres of detective shows is the ones where the detective is super smart and super observant of every little piece of evidence, like Monk or Sherlock Holmes, or one of these types of shows, or has like a really good memory. Or like that TV show Unforgettable. You guys should check that out, actually. If you like detective shows where they have like a genius detective, or someone who's got like a photographic memory or something like this, I just love those. But they're almost like a psychic, A lot of times, a psychic's job, you pay attention to details. You learn to, and it's not just about like the details of what the person's wearing or whatever, but just subtle information, right? You're tuned into the divine, and when you get these hits, when you get these downloads, there are subtle pieces of information that come along, and you have to pay attention to remember and retain these little pieces or pockets of information. And someone is shocked, or people are shocked by the fact that you are so good at intuiting or analyzing information and getting ascertaining what the facts could be, or being able to make a really good guess, okay? So you're really shocking people with that right now. Also, I think people are feeling really shocked as well about how like self-contained you are. It's like you don't need a bunch of outside or extra stuff. People are feeling really shocked about that. You're self-contained. Perhaps you might be a deep meditator, or you're very self-reflective. You look inward, Pile 1, okay? And people are really shocked about this. I think maybe the people or the person that you're dealing with is used to others projecting outward, or pointing outward and blaming this person, or talking about this or that, always deflecting from themselves, never looking in. And you do the opposite, Pile 1. You look within, okay? You look at the details. If you're looking outside, you're paying attention. If you're looking inside, you're very self-reflective, and you don't miss a thing. You can analyze yourself. You're like your own psychotherapist or something, or you just, I don't know. I think people are just really shocked at how intelligent and self-aware you are, okay? You might be a really good matchmaker. That's coming up for a few of you. If it doesn't resonate, leave it and let others have it. But you might be like a really good matchmaker. Or perhaps you have a really good picker, okay, when it comes to the dating world. You're really good at choosing a good boyfriend, or a good girlfriend, or a good man, or a good mate, okay? You seem to pick the right ones where there's good chemistry and there's good love. Or you may have a relationship in your life right now, Pile 1, and people are shocked at how well it's going. People are shocked, maybe based on the fact that maybe you didn't pick well in the past, and there's been a turnaround, or maybe you have a track record of always picking women or men who are into you, and there's always a strong connection, and maybe their relationship is floundering and their stuff's not going right, and they're looking at you going, how do you do it? How does Pile 1 do it? So you're shocking them in this way as well. You may be shocking them in this way as well. Yeah, you may be a meditator. I kind of picked up on that too. You may have psychic ability. You may be the type to, I feel like maybe you may have warned a friend or warned someone and be like, be careful about this, or I've noticed that and I've noticed this, either about something in their life or something in you, and maybe they were shocked that you pegged someone correctly, or you pegged them correctly, or that you had said something about yourself that they were shocked that you were aware of. Like they thought you weren't, maybe they're not used to that. They're not used to people being able to say, yeah, I know I'm like this, this, and this, and I do this, this, and this. And it's like, whoa, how did you know that you're really bad at this, or that you may have pissed off this person or whatever? You're really on top of this. You're really aware of yourself, aren't you, Pile 1? Like they thought they were going to have to inform you of something, but you were already on top of it, Pile 1. People are shocked that you're able to give spiritual guidance. People are shocked that you're able to guide others. You have the ability to see beneath the surface and thereby come up with useful information that can help people, guide people in the right direction. Or people may be shocked that you have good spiritual guidance already, and that you're already on point, knowing where you need to go, knowing what you need to do. I'm also getting for a few of you that you may have changed certain habits, and someone's really shocked that you've been able to do this. Yeah. You may have discovered the truth about something. It's like they thought that you would never know, and you picked up on it without being told. That you have this wisdom within you, okay? And for a few of you, I'm also getting like someone's shocked at how long it's taking you to do something. I don't know what that's about, but you just take it as it resonates and leave the rest for others. Yeah, someone's really shocked about how rigorous you are about something. Like you're very, like if you are working on a house or something, I'm just coming up with an example, okay? Maybe you're doing a house project or a renovation project, and they come in to check up on you. They're thinking, well, let me come look at it. I bet you they've missed this. I bet you Power One has missed this, and this. I bet. And they come in and you're not only on top of those things they thought that you would have missed, right? But you're on top of things that they didn't even consider. You're very, very thorough. Power One is at something or in general. And this is shocking them. They're really shocked at how determined you are to, and how attentive you are too. But how determined you are, okay? You may be staying more alone or to yourself right now. That may be shocking them. You're very organized and you have standards, okay? You have standards. Someone is shocked that despite having standards, people stay loving you. Someone's shocked that despite being demanding, because you're so rigorous and you're so methodical, Power One, you demand that from either your loved ones or people around you, and someone is feeling shocked that these people love you. That these people are like, yeah, Power One has standards, and I love Power One. Yeah, and I want to do what Power One is saying, and someone's shocked about this. Okay, that you're able to get people to meet those standards and love you. They're not doing it resentfully. They're not mad at you. So this person that we're talking about, people that we're talking about right now who are shocked about you, maybe they're used to giving up on trying to get people to meet their standards or respect their boundaries or something like this. And they're just like, okay, if I want love, I guess I have to just take shit from people. And they're shocked that you don't do that. Okay. That's one message coming through. They're also shocked at how attentive you are. You pay attention to the details. You're very intuitive. You kind of touched on that earlier. You don't tolerate bullshit. Power One. Oh my gosh. Someone's really shocked about this. Because, and the reason you don't tolerate nonsense is because it affects your mood, and you don't want your mood messed with. So for you, if you are dealing with a person or a situation or an element that's like stressing you out, you'd rather cut it off. You'd rather remove it than tolerate it, because your happiness is very important to you, Power One. And this is what's shocking them, that you operate like this. Someone's also shocked, just a side message coming in, that you've been avoidant or staying by yourself or staying at home because you don't want to deal with their BS shenanigans. They're shocked that you would rather do that than come out and be with people and da-da-da. They're like, wow, Power One is extreme. Power One will be like, I'm not going out with y'all, or I'd rather not be there than deal with that thing. It's like they're trying to shove it down your throat. It's like they want you to accept this horrible thing or this inconvenient fact or factor, and you won't, Power One. And someone's shocked by this. Someone is shocked that you have people who are devoted to you, people who are charitable towards you, despite any moodiness you may have shown, or any when I say moodiness, just like you being upset because something's not going right, and they're thinking maybe this person or these people are thinking that you're acting like a prima donna or something. But in reality, you're coming from a place of whatever's upsetting you, you're right to be upset about. Okay? It is something either toxic or something where, you weren't met in the middle. Like you gave all this good stuff and you got crap in return, and you got a moodiness over it, or someone was being toxic with you when you were not being toxic with them. And you're like, I don't want to be the one receiving this, and it's affected your mood. And someone is shocked that people are catering to this. Like people are like, oh my gosh, Power One, I'm so sorry. Let me change it. Let me do better. Let me reconcile with you. If I upset you, let me reconcile with Power One. Someone's shocked about this, okay? Very interesting, okay? Someone is shocked that you've changed your habits or overcome an addiction or a negative habit of some kind. Someone's shocked about this. And we're going to be getting messages from all over. It could be this person you have in mind. It also could be in general. Someone is shocked about how attractive you're being right now, despite being maybe steeped in spiritual work. Maybe this person thinks that if you're very spiritual and you're all about the Lord, or all about source or meditation or spiritual practices, or all about aligning your chakras or whatever, that maybe you're not going to be that cute or something. I don't know why, but that's what I'm hearing. But maybe they met you and realized that not only are you very spiritual and deep, but you're also very attractive, or you have attractive features or traits. That you're generally successful. That's shocking someone. Wow. Okay, let's take a look at your tarot card. We have the Emperor. Okay, so someone's really shocked by the kind of order you have going in your life right now. The structure and discipline that you're showing. You've gotten your affairs in order or something, or you're maintaining a certain order over your life. Someone's really shocked by your sense of your leadership, that you're leading a group or leading a set of people, or you're leading in a certain situation, and there are people who are paying attention to you, people who are listening, okay, people who are looking at you as a someone to follow, whose instructions you follow, someone whose example you follow, someone who is in charge. I think someone is surprised that you are either the boss or that you have leadership traits. That's coming through. That you take charge and others naturally respond to your leadership aura. Okay? Someone may be shocked that you have like a lot of followers, or have a lot of like people that are interested in you or interested in knowing what you have to say, or that you're the leader of a group or institution or organization. Someone is really shocked that you have brought some type of forces in your life into alignment with you and what you want. Okay? This may be someone who is coming in with an agenda, wanting to put a certain agenda into your life, realizing that you're already a boss in your situation. There's no more bosses needed, except you're the boss already, okay? Someone's really shocked that you might be a business owner, CEO. Someone may be really shocked that you've got a very successful husband. Okay, that's coming through. Someone may be shocked that you've got a successful husband who's very stable, who's prominent. Someone you've already made a father. That's possible. Someone may be shocked about this, maybe because your looks belie you, or they just didn't. Maybe this person wants this for themselves and just assumed you didn't have that going, and noticed you did, and they're like, what? Something like this. We got the Lovers. Wow, I'm definitely getting relationship vibes for some of you. Someone is shocked that you've got a soulmate in your life. Oh, this is making me think of you got a woman here, and the man or the masculine is made of roots and ravine. Like this person's like the embodiment of a tree structure, root system. It's reminding me of Swamp Thing for some reason. Someone is shocked at the person you're married to. Someone is shocked at the person that you're dating. They're shocked that the person you're dating seems to be very powerful and unique and very original. Someone very special. You may be dating someone very special, very powerful, who's really into you, who wants to be with you, who wants to marry you, or who has already married you. That this person is, I don't want to say better than the rest, but above average or very unique in some type of way. If you're not in a relationship, someone is really shocked that this thing that you have chosen to do, okay, with your life, not only are you very successful at it, very ambitious and very successful, but it's something like that you were meant to do, that you gladly chose and that has gladly chosen you back. Okay, that your followers love being your followers. Okay, that someone may be shocked also that you really love your husband. Maybe they could be one of these people that think that marriages are fake and that there's no truly successful marriage out there. That marriages are always crappy or relationships always suck. And they're really shocked that you actually are happy in your relationship, or that it really is working, or that you found your soulmate. Someone's shocked about this? Wow. Wow, you're getting all major arcana today, Pal 1. Whoa, you're really shocking people in a major way, Pal 1. Okay? This is, I feel like the people who are shocked about you, this is, their shock is going to lead to, is tied into some type of major change in your life, okay? Or major feature of your life. Or will have some sort of major repercussion on you, okay? It's possible that you're having a major influence on this person because of how you are shocking them, okay? I'm also getting, like, someone is shocked because you are very intuitive and you're intuitive. You know how to pick correctly. Remember I said something earlier in the vibe check session about having a good picker? That you know how to pick well. Someone's really shocked about this. You know how to pick the right activities. You know how to pick the right situation. You know how to pick the right person for you, okay? Like you hit home run. Like you pick the best situations for yourself, best partners for yourself, best profession for yourself, best career for yourself, best whatever for yourself. Okay, so I'm shocked by this. You hit the ball out the park with this one. Someone is shocked because you're very good at hiding some things about yourself. You don't put all your stuff out there, so they don't really fully understand what makes you tick or how it is that you go about having this kind of success in your life. Someone is really shocked that they don't fully understand you. Or they'd be shocked by the fact that all your details are not out there, that they're hidden. Maybe they went trying to look for your information online, and they went looking, they can't find anything on you. Maybe because you went and chose this. You know how they have these different packages now where you can you can pay for a service and they go online, they scrub all your data from all the agencies and all the places that try to sell your data. Like they go through and fight for you and remove your names and remove all your contact information. Someone may have tried looking for you or try to find out more about you, but all your information is scrubbed, Pal 1. That's one message coming through. You're just hidden. You're hidden. Something about you is hidden. They're trying to penetrate the surface to understand more, but they cannot, and they're shocked about this, okay? It could be that someone is a psychic, or there's a psychic or someone out there who's trying to sort of remote view you, trying to get more information about you, and they're used to being able to do this to everybody. But for you found a way to block out these kinds of interferences. You only let people read for you, or you only let people see into you who you want. You may have this power, Power 1, okay? You may have the power to block out unwanted third eyes, okay? You may have the power to block out unwanted third parties who are trying to look into your situation. You have that power in some type of way, either in the psychic realm or in the physical realm, like we talked about, like on the internet, or blocking your information. Or it could be that you may have the spiritual power to do this. So you may have cast some spells that have blocked the vision of people trying to look into your life or get your information, or trying to either remote view, or someone's trying to like destiny swap or steal your destiny or something like this, and they can't. There's a blockage there. They can't get through. Okay, interesting. Wow. Okay, next we're getting the Two of Wands. Someone is shocked because of the type of foresight that you have, okay? You're able to look ahead and plan. You can look ahead and think of where you want to be in life, and all the decisions you're making today are helping get you there, okay? Someone is shocked at your ability to be like, oh my gosh, I think I understand what Power 1 is going for, okay? Could be something like this. They may have guessed what you're trying to go for, and they're shocked at your ability to make those moves or line up the moves that are going to get you there. Someone is shocked that you are about what you're planning. You may have talked to someone or mentioned something about your plans for the future to somebody, and I'm getting like castles in the sky. You can kind of see it there, and they're shocked at the scope. They're shocked at how big you dream, Power 1. They're taken aback. I don't know if they thought that you played small, or they thought that you don't think big, or that you're just all about in the here and now. You're not the type to look ahead. You just take each day as it comes. They're shocked at your big plans, Power One. Someone's shocked at the boldness of your vision, okay? Your ambition, what you're planning on doing. You may have discovered something too. You may have discovered something, and someone's shocked at what you've discovered through pondering, thinking ahead, strategizing. Someone's shocked about that, okay? This could also be about like linked to your psychic power. Someone may be shocked at your ability to scry or pierce the veil and get information. We kind of talked about that earlier in the vibe check session. Next we have the Hierophant. Someone is shocked, pal. And also I'm getting they may be shocked at your wealth. Someone is shocked at how wealthy you are or how well-to-do you are, especially with the Two of Wands and the Emperor appearing. There's a partnership in your life. There's a partnership you may have in your life that someone is very shocked by. You teamed up with someone very powerful who is doing things with you, doing projects with you or something like this. And they're shocked at the scope of where you're headed and what you're trying to accomplish, okay? So someone may be shocked at what you do for a living, Power One, okay? They may be shocked at what you do for a living. And the fact that it's either making you wealthy or has the potential to make you really wealthy. Okay? Someone is shocked by maybe it could be like a religion or the sort of like the norms, the traditional steps that you follow. Someone may be shocked at how traditional you are. Maybe they expected you to be sort of out of the box or something. Maybe they're shocked by the fact that you're unconventional. That's a possibility. Or they're shocked by the fact of how traditional you are. It could go either way. It could be you thinking outside the box as well. Not staying in your lane, quote unquote. Someone's shocked that you're not staying in your lane or that you're planning on busting out of your lane, doing bigger things, expanding, okay? Someone may be shocked that you're the head of an organization. It keeps coming up. Or that you're the head of a group of some type, okay? That people have reverence for you, that people pay attention to you, people come to you regularly for something, okay? Seek out your knowledge or want to follow your teachings. Someone may be shocked at the fact that you're a teacher, that you have, some teachings to pass along, okay? Someone may be shocked by the fact that you're married. Someone may be shocked at the fact that you have a power couple type of relationship going on in your life. Take it as it resonates. Leave the rest for others, please. Someone may be shocked at the fact that you're a mentor or a teacher, a very powerful one. Okay, let's move on. Let's get your last tarot card and we'll kind of put it together before we move on to your oracle cards. We have the Eight of Wands. Okay, wow. Growth. Someone's shocked that your business is growing really quickly, or that something's moving very quickly with you. I don't know. It could be your business. Someone may be shocked at how quickly you got married or how quickly your business is growing. Okay? Someone may be shocked at how much you move about, how quickly you move, how quick progress you're making. How quickly you found a job, how quickly you got married, how quickly you expanded your business, how quickly, like, someone is shocked at the speed at which you are moving in life, Power One, okay? Someone is shocked that maybe you may have brought something to a close. You may have quickly ended something. Maybe quickly ended your education or quickly ended something. Something happened quickly. Someone may be shocked at how quickly you move. You don't stick around. You don't sit around. They may see you sitting one time, but that doesn't mean that's how you always are. You only sit around when you're worshiping or something, or sit around when you have an event or something like this. But by and large, you're on the go. Someone may be shocked that you don't sit around. You're ambitious. You're on the go. That you make a lot of progress in your life. You're a go-getter. You may be a type A. That's possible. Someone's shocked about this. Someone may be shocked at the fact that you send out communications, you send out messages to your people or your followers or your employees, or there's a group that's waiting to hear from you, and you're always sending out messages to these people. Someone may be shocked about that. It could be like maybe you have people that sign up to an email messages from you, or a podcast, or it could be a vlog or something like this, publication. You're always putting out something for your followers. Interesting. Okay. Wow. All right, let's go ahead and move on to your first oracle card. Someone is shocked at how productive you are. You're very productive, Pile 1. You get a lot done. Someone is shocked at how clean you are, neat. You keep your place clean. You don't let things become overgrown and all that. You make very good at keeping your hair groomed, keeping your nails groomed, keeping everything together. You don't let things, build up and trash to build up. The place is always clean. Someone is shocked at how hardworking you are, that you get busy. Someone may also be shocked that you are very successful, that you and your man are very successful, you and your partner are very successful, and you pay successful enough to pay for people to come by and be cleaning your home and cleaning your yard and keeping things neat for you. Okay. Someone is really shocked at your ability to get your family going on getting these things done. Maybe you're a really good motivator. You're in charge, and you have a team, you have a group. They get out there, they get busy, they get things done, and they're galvanized, they're ready, they're motivated. They're like, how are you getting these people to do these things? That's what someone is shocked about, Pile 1. They're like, how is Pile 1 getting people to do these things? To go out there, participate, get things done, do it with a smile, and get it done quickly. No dilly-dallying, no dragging out. I'm always getting like this vibe, like you might have a neighbor, this is just an example. You might have a neighbor that they have a hard time getting their husband or their children to do chores, or have people come by and do stuff for them, maybe because they can't afford it, or whenever they do appointments, the appointments fall through, or whatever it is. But for some reason, your stuff is always on point. Your husband always comes out, does what he needs to do, or your mate does this or does that. They clean their backyard. Their place is always neat. People always coming by. Things are always getting done. They're shocked at the order and the structure in your life. Okay, the discipline that manifests in your life. Wow. Next, we are getting Tiger. Okay, the year of the Tiger. We're getting 1926, 1938, 1950, 1962, 1974, 1986, 1998, 2010. 2022, 2034. So what I'm getting by this Pile 1 is that someone is shocked at your age. Someone is shocked at how old you are. Someone is shocked at how long you've been together with someone. If you're in a relationship, they're either shocked how long you've been married, or how long you've been with this person, dating them, or been in a relationship with them. They're shocked that it's very advanced, or that your age is advanced, maybe because you look young. Okay. Someone is shocked by how direct you are. You're not a wallflower, Pile 1. Okay, you're almost like in people's faces. You're bold. You're like, yes, may I help you? Who are you? What do you need? What do you want? Like, you don't shy away. You don't shirk. You don't shiver. You don't shake. You're upright. You're in front. You're powerful, Pile 1. Someone is shocked how you're not a pushover. That you may have found this great relationship or whatever, but it's not because you're weak. You didn't have to give away your independence or your sense of personal power just to be in this relationship. You are respected in that relationship, or you're respected in that scenario. Okay? Someone's shocked by this. Someone is shocked that you're so, I don't want to say intense, but like passionate. You're full of passion in your life. You're not subdued. You're not tamped down. You're not suppressed. It's the opposite. You're very direct. You're in control. You have power. You blaze strong. You stand strong. You blaze hot. You don't play. Okay? And someone is taken aback by this. Okay? Next, we're getting number 2, Isa. Okay? This is the Isa rune, which is also pronounced Esau. Someone is shocked that despite all this energy you have, all this purpose in your life and intensity and power, you have decided to slow something down. So either slow things down or slow something down, okay, or pause something, or go into rest mode, okay, because we see this giant polar bear, powerful, capable of so much, but sleeping right now, okay. You can see the Esau rune right over its eyes, closing its eye. Now, it could be that you've paused something down, or you stopped something, and someone's shocked by this, and they don't understand why. They don't understand why. They may not understand that though you're powerful and you have a lot going for yourself, sometimes you need to rest, right? Sometimes you need to just take a break. And this is part of the formula of your success, is you take breaks when you need to take breaks, okay? And that's okay. We have pretending, living beyond your means, and fake. Pile 1. Someone is shocked that the success they see in you is real, okay? Because they are living, they are trying to keep up with the Joneses, and they're living beyond their means, and in order to match up to you, but they're discovering that with you, it's the real deal, okay? They're shocked that it is the real deal. You actually have wealth, and you're going for more. You're going to be getting more. You have plans to get more, and they're thinking, oh my gosh, just to keep up with Pile 1, just to look as good as they do and be on their level, I'm having to, go into debt, or I'm having to owe all these favors, and I'm treading water here, okay? In order to be on this level, and they're planning on, Pile 1 is planning on doing more. I'm telling you, you may have shared your plans with someone, maybe just in casual conversation. I don't get the feeling that you're always doing this, but you may have shared something, and someone was shocked that you're going for more, because they're trying to keep up with you, Pile 1, okay? They're trying to keep up with you, and the fact that you have plans to do even more is making them feel hella intimidated, and it's making it very clear to them that they are, it's like a house of cards with them on their end, okay, and that they're fake, and that and they're shocked that all the stuff that you've been having, whether it's people cleaning your home, whether it's your husband standing by, or your wife standing by your side, whether it's these plans, whether it's being a boss of something or someone, having all the stuff going for you, that's solid, that's real, okay, and the end results are solid and they're real, okay, they are sustainable, or you've been able to sustain it much further than they could possibly consider being able to sustain it on their own. We have Venus, love. Pile 1, someone is shocked that you have love in your life. Someone is shocked that your marriage or your relationship is a love marriage or love connection. They're shocked. I think someone was thinking at some point that you had a marriage of convenience or relationship of convenience, that you may be with someone because of maybe their success, or you may be with someone because of what they can offer you, or their status, or something like this, or or I don't know what it is. Yeah, exactly. There's this theme of someone thinking that you're a faker or you're a pretender is some type, and they're shocked to discover that what you have going is very real. Or it could be with yourself, okay? It could be that someone thought, well, yeah, Part 1 is pretending to like themselves and like what they're about, okay? We all have to do that. I have to do that. But they receive some type of evidence that's revealed to them that you really do love yourself, that you really are about you, that you take yourself seriously. I see, for just a few of you, you marrying yourself or something like this, and not wanting to marry anyone else, and someone who thinks that you're pretending to like yourself so that you can snag a good one, because you're so quote unquote full of confidence, is realizing, oh my gosh, Pile 1 is for real. Pile 1 really doesn't want anybody else. Pile 1 really loves themselves, or loves their career, and prefers being married to themselves or married to their career. It's shocking them. They're shocked at the idea that you're so into yourself, so into your situation, that you're committed to something you actually truly love, or someone that you actually and truly love. I think this person may be jaded, or they live sort of a surfacey life, or they got some growth to do, and they don't, they may have fed into certain lies or certain truths, right? There's all kinds of truth out there, and decided that those truths are how the world is for everyone, and they forgot to account for there's all sorts in this world, okay? There's always an exception to the rule even, okay? And Power One, someone is shocked that you have love in your life. Someone is also shocked at how beautiful you're looking these days. Someone is shocked at how pretty your shape, your figure is, and how, it's attracting a mate to you. Someone who wants to marry you, and someone who wants to respect you. That your beauty is not just someone who's like using you as a trophy wife or trophy connection, but is also respecting what is underneath the covers, okay? Someone may have seen your chest area recently. Maybe you were shirtless in your backyard. Maybe if you're a guy, you didn't have your shirt on and you were mowing your lawn or doing your lawn work or something, and someone was shocked at how good your pecs look or something. Or it could be that maybe you're a woman and you're tanning in your backyard, okay? And someone caught a glimpse or something, or saw you wearing a t-shirt and saw how your chest looked underneath, kind of caught a glimpse in the light, or maybe like an impression, and were shocked at how good you really look, how good your chest looks. I'm getting that message as well. Sorry, that's a bit much, but that's what I saw. Wow. Okay, let's move on to memory. May you hold the past lightly. Okay, so someone is really shocked by how good your memory is, okay? Someone is really shocked at, someone's feeling really shocked at how good your memory is, how quickly you recall things. I'm also getting, for a few of you, someone is shocked that you've forgotten about them. Maybe they try to contact you, or they try to, maybe this was a love interest, someone who'd fallen for you, and you didn't remember them, or you forgot about them, or something like this, okay? That's just a specific message for a few of you. Like it was here today, gone tomorrow. Maybe you had a brief romantic entanglement with this person, or you had a dating experience, or you dated them for a bit, or maybe you were in a short-lived relationship with this person, and it was just over and done, and it feels like you've quickly moved on and forgotten about it, and they're shocked about this. Okay, next we're getting the Snake. Queen of Clubs. Someone is shocked by your attractiveness, how good you're looking these days, how it's almost like you're a temptress or a tempter. You look good enough to attract people or cause people to look your way. Someone is shocked that despite their efforts to sabotage how good of a thing you have going, your situation continues to thrive anyway. Okay? That no matter what, they may have said something in your ear to try to like misdirect you, or cause you to lose focus, or cause you to be confused or something like this, and they realized that it came to nothing because you didn't fall for it. Okay, you listen to them, and maybe they're like, oh, people that let's go with the example of you having people come tend to your house, clean your home, tend to your bushes or whatever. Maybe they were telling you, oh, it's really hard to find good people around here, or someone had tried to maybe smear your name or something like this and tell people, oh, Power One is not good to work for, you need to avoid Power One, and they are shocked because people are rushing to work for you. People are eagerly getting your house taken care of. They're eagerly getting things done. They're eagerly so I feel like someone tried to, and so they're shocked at your ability to get people revved up and interested in working on your project with you, or interested in what it is that you're doing. I feel like someone had tried to like poison other people's ear and let them know, hey, by the way, Power One, they're no good. Don't listen to them, okay? They suck. They're not the real thing. They're fake. They're this. They suck. Blah 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 blah. And their jaw is hitting the floor right now, Power One, because you are commandeering, okay? You are inspiring and leading many right now. multiple people say you want to start some type of charity movement, or some type of I don't know, some sort of effort in your neighborhood to kind of clean up your neighborhood, and someone was like, like a naysayer or jealous of the fact that you wanted to do this, and they started telling neighbors, don't listen to Power One, no, they're doing it wrong, or they're just trying to say something to sort of sabotage you because they're jealous of your ability to take leadership and get things in control. And you are like, no. Those people are like, okay, I heard you. And then they turned around and came by and supported you anyway. They turned around and be like, we believe in Power One. Power One wants a nicer, cleaner neighborhood. There ain't nothing wrong with that. And we fully support Power One. We're going to be showing up on that day, she said. Or he said, let's show up Saturday, get our mop, our bucket, our gloves, whatever. We're showing up because we want a nice neighborhood, just like Power One is saying. I don't know what that hater was saying about Power One. That may be true. That may not be true what they said, but I still want to help Power One. So this hater or enemy, this snake, is shocked that people are like enthusiastic about your leadership, Power One. Enthusiastic about the projects that you're doing and wanting to take part, and they're showing their support, and they're listening to you, and they're letting you lead, and they're trusting your leadership. Okay? People are shocked. There's someone, it could be this particular person is like a snake that you may have someone in mind. They might be a bit of a snake, or someone who's kind of set against you. They've tried to sort of poison the ears of others against you, but it has not worked, Power One. People have heard what they have to say and turned around and supported you anyway. So you're winning in that regard, okay, Power One? Next, I'm seeing that it's possible that you had a friend who was, sort of sabotaging your confidence or something, saying things to sort of naysay you or sort of bring you down and make you feel like you didn't really have what it took to get this thing off the ground, or to do this or do that. And they're shocked right now because you are doing it. And they may not want to support you in it, but others are supporting you in it. Okay, you may have a friend like this, quote unquote friend, right? You know what I'm saying? All right, next we have number 15. Not my circus, not my monkeys. Oh my goodness. It's funny, we got lots of animals showing up. We got the snake, we got the some type of bird here. It's like a cockatoo or something. We got a butterfly, we got the tiger. Now we got monkeys, we got a polar bear, we got wolves. Got a lot of animals showing up for you, Power One. Power One, I feel like someone is shocked at all the amazing traits that you have. Whether you have to go it alone and you're having to show resilience and hanging there by yourself, they're shocked. Whether you are, powerful, standing strong, blazing through, they're shocked. Whether you are having the wisdom to know when to rest and back away, they're shocked. Whether you know how to handle poisonous creatures who are trying to sabotage you or cut you off at the knees or whatever, you know how to handle them, sidestep them, get them out of your life and not be derailed by them, they're shocked. There's something about your traits that's shocking people right now. We have sort of a clown here wearing a crown that's a carousel. We have tickets right there on his shirt lapel. This is like a circus act. A circus performer. Power One, someone is shocked that you're not playing their game. Yeah, someone wanted to manipulate you. They wanted you to, they were setting up a parade before your eyes. Okay, they wanted to sort of distract you with something. Okay, they wanted to sort of say, look at all this stuff. This is what I am. This is where I'm at. This is what I do. Look how great I am, or whatever. Look at all the people I'm associated with. Look how I'm doing my thing. And you didn't get caught up in it, Power One. Okay, you did not get caught up in their circus act. You decided, you know what, I'm going to take a step back and focus on my own relationship. I'm going to take a step back and be brave and pursue my own things that I actually love, things that love me back. Someone is shocked that you did not choose their fake act and instead chose something or someone genuine and real that actually and truly loved you back, and not this fake act, okay? Not this faker. There's a faker who wanted you to choose them. There's a faker who wanted you to be distracted by their charade, by their manipulations, okay? And they are shocked that you were brave enough, strong enough, powerful enough to say, I'm good, and turn your back on them and go on ahead and choose something or someone that was not something they were offering you, okay? And they're shocked that this thing or this person is loving you back. So it could be there is a career you decide to choose instead of what was being offered to you, and someone's trying to sort of pull you in and lull you in, and you're like, I'll go over here and do this thing here. This is really what I want to be doing. And maybe they tried to tell you, oh, I'm already established. This is already established. It's going to be easy for you. And you're like, no, I'd rather do this other thing, even if it's new, even if it's original, even if it's authentic, even if it's unique and has not been a road less traveled or whatever, and I don't have anyone helping me there. It's just something I'm going to be starting from scratch, or it's an untried thing, or something I'm not familiar with, or whatever it is. At the end of the day, it was what was in your heart, right? We have the lovers here. Okay, this is what was in your heart. You chose what was in your heart. You chose who was in your heart. They are loving you back. They may be very different from you, or it may be very different from you. It may be a place less traveled, something you've never really done before, but you're being loved in return. It's working out for you, and this is shocking people right now. People are shocked that you're not choosing the charade that everybody else is choosing. You're not choosing to pretend and go on about doing what everybody else is doing, being fake, that you've instead chosen to do something else that's more authentic to you, and it's working out brilliantly for you. Okay, people are shocked about this. Next, we have person of fire. Confident, visionary, catalyst, a trend-setting leader. Exactly, you're a leader, Pile 1. Entrepreneur, sexy, outgoing. Did I say you were sexy? Someone was thinking you were sexy. Your chest keeps coming out, Pile 1. Someone is shocked at how nice looking your cleavage is, or your chest, your pecs. We're getting it here again. How sexy you are in the chest area. They may have seen your chest, or seen I'm sorry to say, your nipples maybe sticking out. I don't want to be too extreme here. But I am going to be starting a Patreon at some point where I can just be free to say things exactly how I want to say them, and not have to watch out for any YouTube rules. And if you guys want more, I don't want to say X-rated content, but just more adult content, more relaxed content, you can catch up with me there. I haven't set it up yet. I'm working towards that. We'll get there at some point. But for now, it's going to be here at YouTube for the foreseeable future until I get things up and running. And I'll let you know when that happens. I'll announce it. But back to the reading, Pile 1. Someone is shocked that you are so courageous and so strong-willed. Okay? You're strong-willed. You know where it is you're supposed to be going. You're not confused. You know who you are. You know who you are, Pile 1. Okay? You are, they may be shocked at the fact that you are a teacher. Shocked at the fact that you're a business owner. Shocked at the fact that you're an actress or actor, that you want to be one. Shocked at the fact that you're an artist and that you're a quality artist. Okay? I do feel like, this person had formerly thought that they didn't quite understand what you were about. And maybe they thought that you are not the type to make a lot of moves in your life. You're just kind of laid back. So I think they're really shocked to see that you have quite a bit going on, actually. That maybe they thought you were lazy and you don't move much, but in fact you're ripped and your body shows that you do move and that you're in good shape. Maybe they didn't quite understand what you were going for, and they're shocked to discover all of a sudden that you've been working on this career where you've been very confidently taking on a leadership role, and you're starting your own business, or that you have been outgoing, not where they can see, right, hidden from them, but in other places, and you've been you've been a mover and a shaker. You've been taking names. You've been doing things. You've been networking. You've been out there, putting yourself out there, working, putting your work out there. Not that they could see, but it's like it all of a sudden became revealed to them that you've been doing all these things. Or all of a sudden became revealed to them that you've been working out and that you're in great shape. Or all of a sudden became revealed to them that you had been working on your self-confidence and that you've been making money, that your business is finally, that you had started a business, first of all, maybe they didn't know this, and that your business is now making money, and that you're confidently taking charge, control, and it's growing. Your business is growing. And this is all kind of coming out of them all at once, and they're kind of taken aback by this. They're kind of shocked. Next, we have number 4, now. Wow. Someone is shocked at how hardworking you are. Oh my gosh. Someone is shocked that you have worked steadily at creating like abundance for yourself. That your plans are paying off. That they thought this was not real, but it's very real, and it's giving you real results. You are reaping the crops. You're reaping the benefits from the work that you have done. Right? We have someone here who is harvesting. They have a scythe. They're harvesting their crops that have now grown, and they're collecting honey. And they're going to be trading this in for money or bartering for other goods, and they're going to get paid. They're going to be able to take care of their family. They're going to be able to do what they want. Your plans are paying off. We see things at a distance. And they're shocked that your work is giving you a very good life. They're shocked at this. Okay? Wow. Okay, let's move on. Yeah, they thought you were living beyond your means, Pile 1. They thought that you were pretending. They thought that the success they were seeing in you wasn't real. But it was very real. And they've gotten some type of evidence, or they now understand that it is real. And this is why they're shocked by this. They thought it was just like a pie in the sky, or like, castles in the sky that you're just daydreaming, pretending. But it was real, honey. And they're seeing the real money or the real benefits coming into your life. There's no more joking about that. There's no more pretending about that. Okay, the evidence is there. The evidence is real. We got Heir of Water, intuitive navigation. Okay. So Pile 1, what I'm seeing here is that they're shocked because they feel that your picker is on. I keep coming back to this message. Okay, they are shocked at your ability to choose what is good for you, to choose what you love, and that what you love loves you back. That you have the right, you make the right choices when it comes to that. Okay, you make the right choices. That intuitively you make the right choices when it comes to relationships, love, or what it is what you desire. The things you desire are things that are good for you. Okay, they may be shocked also that the person that you have chosen to be with is deeply in love with you and wants to marry you, or has proposed to you, or that you married for love. Okay, that you chose correctly based on your intuition. I think someone may have thought there's no way they know the right person to pick. Well, you picked the right person, Pile 1, or you picked the right situation for yourself. And it's someone who's wanting to commit to you. It's a situation that is committed to you. It's a situation that wants to hear from you, that wants to connect with you. Okay, that wants to be yoked to you. They're shocked because of the direction you choose to. The way you move, the directions you choose to go. Okay, someone may be also shocked that you have chosen to go to travel or go somewhere where you can be with someone you love. I don't know why this is so shocking to them. Or maybe you got married and you moved. Someone's shocked that you got married, okay, or that you found someone that wants to marry you, that you're engaged to, and you upped and moved. You moved away from them, or you moved away from them, or moved away, okay, or relocated or something like this. Next, we have progress. Exactly, you're making progress in your situation. I thought with the 8 of Wands, now we're getting AWAS. Okay, this is about, you can see the AWAS looks kind of like a horse. It's kind of its root meaning. It's about its movement. Okay, steady movement, powerful movement, and progress. You have made some type of physical shift, right, that is bringing you success, Pile 1. They're shocked by this. You may have relocated to a certain part of the world or town that things are going really well for you there, and maybe you've left them behind, and they're feeling really shocked about this. This could be someone who maybe loves you or is attached to you. They're feeling really shocked that you are making progress in your life in general, and that you're not holding on to them like that. Okay, you're not holding on to them like you got to be near them. You're realizing that wasn't the real stuff. That was like the fake stuff, and that you're wanting to move in a direction of things that love you back, things you love and that love you back, or person you love that loves you back. You're going for the genuine, real deal, not for the fakeness. Okay? Not for the circus act. Not for appearances. You're going for real love. And that's what I'm seeing in the cards for you, pile 1. If you've enjoyed this reading, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for bringing your energy to this spread. I really deeply appreciate it. If you enjoyed this reading, let me know exactly what part of it resonated with you. I would love to hear from you in the comment section about how you're shocked this person or people in general. I do have some members content available for you that's just for my members only, or that you may be interested in. So check out the membership section. Feel free to join. I also, along with membership, in the membership section, along with the membership section, one of the benefits is having early access to the videos. So whenever I do have these videos uploaded early, you can get to watch them before the rest of the public does. And you can comment early as well. I'll be prioritizing your comments, responding to your comments. Take very good care of yourself, okay? And I'll catch up with you at the next one. Bye! Welcome to reading pile 2. So why are people, or the person you have in mind, feeling shocked about you? Let's move your number to the left. Number 2, you chose the cat. A cat sitting on a pile of books. Very cute. Okay, and you may have ended up with Aquarius, Libra, or Virgo. You ended up with Melanin Tarot. So let me do a vibe check on you, pile 2. It's possible that people are shocked that you got a cat. Maybe you have a cat in your life. I don't know. People are shocked about this. Or that you have an animal in your life. You may have gotten a pet recently. People are also shocked that you... People are really shocked at the amount of independence that you show. Okay? People are really shocked at the fact that you like to do your own thing. I'm not sure why that's such a big deal. Someone feels that you're staying aloof from them, or that you're keeping to yourself, okay? You're not telling them everything about your life anymore, okay? It's a form of spiritual protection. Someone is shocked at how you're spiritually protecting yourself by staying aloof from them and not revealing too much about yourself any longer. Someone's shocked about this. Someone is shocked that you're treating yourself in a very sacred manner. Okay, you're no longer, I don't want to say bastardizing, but you're no longer like lowering yourself to their level or making yourself freely available to be reached, to be touched, to be treated anyhow or talked to anyhow. You're now more reserved. You're now more, not just reserved for just period, but you're reserved in certain situations. Okay, you're no longer allowing yourself to be accessible like you once were. Okay, someone is shocked also that you're no longer an open book. You're no longer an open book, pile 2. You're no longer letting everybody know your business. Like it's coming down to that. Also, like if there's something you know, something you really understand, or that you're well versed in, you're now keeping your mouth shut about that thing. You're no longer allowing everybody to know everything about that thing. Very eager to teach everyone. Very eager to share everything. No, that's not happening any longer. Also getting like you are now... someone is shocked. Yeah, you're just protecting yourself more. Pile 2. You're protecting yourself more. You've been successfully repelling and destroying negativity in your life. Okay, you're no longer allowing someone to come in or someone to have access to you, knowing everything and coming in and saying whatever, having their minds tell you whatever, and you're like, no. You know, you've put up a veil, okay, so that they don't do what it is that they do anymore in your life or with you, okay? Pile 2, I feel like someone's shocked at how intuitive you are. You've been very lively lately too. It's possible. They've seen you be happy. So it's not like, it's not like they're thinking that you're like this all the time, always reserved. They've seen that you are lively in certain situations. This is what is shocking the pants off of them. They're like, wait, so Pile 2 is lively in that situation, but not in this one. Why is that? Or Pile 2 is lively with these people, but not with me. Why is that? Someone is shocked at how, in a sense, you are being very truthful these days. And your truth is that you no longer want to be open to this person. You're now closing off and keeping them out of your business, okay? Or you're no longer sharing information with them. That's a certain type of truth, is the way you're conducting yourself, the way you're carrying yourself, okay? I feel like someone used to think or view you as being kind of nervous, kind of like clumsy, or not clumsy, but just like just sort of like awkward or something. And they're shocked that you're no longer like this. They're shocked. They're shocked that now it's like you're lively, you are kind of outgoing a little bit, you're just more truthful. You're not pretending anymore. Like, okay, here's what I'm trying to say is that maybe I feel like someone used to think that you were trying too hard or something, and it's like because you were trying so hard to be liked or something like this, that you would, because you're trying so hard to be liked, you were kind of nervous about being liked or wanted or whatever, and you would end up like doing klutzy things or mishandling something or just being awkward or something. And now that's done. They're shocked you stopped doing that. Okay, you're now very truthful about who you are. You decide to settle into the truth of who you are and be at peace with that. Okay, someone is shocked, or people are shocked, that you are very calm these days, very organized. And again, I'm getting this vibe like you keep to yourself. Okay, you're no longer outgoing or moving towards them, or you're just not as, like, I don't know, maybe you used to be a lot more outgoing and had your guard down and were just like, whatever, doing however. And now you're a bit more, I would say a bit more calculated or a bit more reserved, and you're a bit more organized with your approach. You think before you do something. You've learned the lay of the land, and you're now approaching things in a very wise and sort of calm and organized manner. Okay? Someone is shocked that you, maybe you used to be more calculated. I said calculated, but someone is really shocked at how thoughtful you're being about something or someone. You're being more thoughtful. You're very organized. Or being organized keeps coming up. Okay, someone is shocked at how organized you're being. You're less all over the place and more like determined and precise and methodical. Okay, you're showing more wisdom now in how you do what it is that you do or go about things. You're not all over the place anymore. You're more organized, and you are, I'm also getting like maybe you used to be like more obsessive or something with obsessed with something, but now you're more at peace, at ease, and more thoughtful. You're more on the thoughtful end of things. Like you're redirecting that energy, and you're becoming. You're still a perfectionist. Okay, you still do everything right, but you're not. It's in a more balanced way. You know, you're just more balanced about who you are. Okay, which is to be very on top of things, and you're just not as like. I would say you're just more professional. Is a good way to put it. You're more professional about how you go about doing you. Okay, whatever that energy is. Interesting. All right, let's go and take a look at your tarot card. We have death. Yeah, you've definitely undergone some type of major transformation. You've undergone some type of major transformation. You've undergone some type of major transformation, that's for sure. You've sort of dialed in your energy. You've kind of pulled back. You're being more cautious, more watchful, and you're being more like well behaved, okay? Okay, you're behaving yourself. You're being more thoughtful about what it is you do and how you do it. You brought about some type of change to your persona. You may have brought about some type of change to your look too. The way you look, the way you express yourself, the way you do your makeup, the way you style your hair. Someone's shocked about this, okay? Someone's shocked about this sort of calm determination you got in your eyes now. The presence that you bring. You're not all over the place. You're not unsure of yourself anymore. You're sure of yourself. You understand what you're here to do, what you're here to accomplish, how you're trying to go about things. And there's just a certain surety and self-control that you're exhibiting right now that people are like, someone's shocked by, or people are shocked by in general. We got the 7 of coins. Yeah, people are shocked at your patience, your ability to wait these days, okay? People are shocked by the way I'm definitely getting you're more calculated now. You're more calculated. You're more wise. You take your time. You wait and see. You don't rush in. You know, say fools rush in. You're not doing that anymore, pal, too. Okay? People are shocked by the fact that you have created multiple priorities for yourself. You're no longer about one thing. You're no longer obsessed with just one thing or one person. You now have multiple activities that you do, or multiple people that you see, or multiple friends that you have, or multiple activities that you do, or you give yourself multiple choices at any moment. If someone's like pulls out away from you, or something stops working, you got something you can immediately switch to. Okay, you got multiple options and backups. People are shocked about this, okay? You're no longer just hanging, waiting for that one thing, or obsessed with one thing, or, you know, sort of single-mindedly trying to accomplish something that was based on your sense of needing approval or something like this, okay? You're not about that anymore. You're more about like, okay, I get it. My time will come. I need to be patient. Someone is shocked that you've ended something. You're no longer desperate for one thing. You're no longer desperate to get that one thing to work. You've ended it. And you're now patiently waiting for something else to come about for you. Something else to grow and come to fruition for you. Okay? Someone is shocked that you're no longer, like I said, remember that fool's rush in energy where you're like eager to get in there and have someone approve of you or get something or whatever. You're now assessing things more. You're now taking your time to really look at what's happening first before you do anything or choose anything. Okay? Someone's shocked that you're making them wait even. Someone's shocked that they're like, I'm here. Well, here I am. Well, go ahead. Choose me. And you're like, well, hold on. Let me think. Let me assess you first. Let me assess the situation first. Someone's shocked about this. Okay? Someone is shocked about your ability to persevere. Let's get more information, okay? We have 1111. I love that. We have judgment. Okay. Yeah, someone is shocked that you're waiting for divine timing now. You go for divine timing, pal, too. You don't just go for something simply because it's there anymore. You stop doing that. You're waiting for a sign from the universe. And someone's shocked by this. Could be spirit guides. It could be maybe not spirit guides, but like maybe gatekeeping, spirits around you or people around you that are used to seeing you operate a certain type of way. You stop that now. You're starting to show a certain wisdom. You now understand there's a wisdom in waiting, and not just maybe collecting your profits early or going in. Maybe you have an investment and the moment it yields $500, you go collect it. No, you're waiting. You're waiting for it to get to 1,000. You're waiting to get it to get to 5,000. You're waiting for it to get to 10,000, and then maybe you collect and reinvest. But you're not rushing in to collect on your investments anymore. You're not rushing. You take your time. Okay. Or it could be like when it comes to realms of relationships. Also, you're no longer. If someone shows up and they're more interested in you, you're no longer just jumping and being like, okay, yeah, oh my God, someone wants me. I better be ready. I better want them back. You're assessing, okay? And someone's shocked about this. Like, why aren't you jumping at me? I'm right here in your face telling you I'm ready. I want you. And you're acting like, yeah, I'm acting like, right, pal two, you're acting like, okay, I need to assess what you're about. And I need to compare you to the other options I have. People are shocked about this, okay? Wow. You've had an awakening, pal two, okay? You've had a rebirth. You're not what you used to be. Okay, you're no longer doing what you used to do. You're now following a calling. You have a calling that you're pursuing. That you've gone about a renewal. You've let go. You shed some old skin, and you're now doing something different. All right, and it's like this newness, this rebirth, has come about based on some reflection that you have made. Okay, you've reflected on things, you've reflected on life, and you realize, oh my gosh, I need to change this. You've changed something very major about yourself. This is shocking people. We got the 10 of Cups. Could have to do with your relationships. All right, perhaps you used to be more aloof towards a certain member of your family, or aloof towards family members, and now you're more interested in connecting with them. Or it could be that you used to be more like you weren't as grateful for what you had, and now you're cultivating gratitude. Now you're being very content with your situation. I'm also getting like someone is shocked, and they're shocked about this, by the way. And someone is also shocked that it feels like in the past you weren't really pleased with what you had, and now you're super pleased with what you have. You're super pleased with it. Like you may have been like, okay, yeah, I've got a husband, I got kids, and or I've got this thing I'm doing, this business I'm investing myself in. It's just all right. It's just going. And now you're like excited about that thing, right? You've woken up. You've realized, oh my gosh, I actually have a quote unquote business that's growing. How many people can say that they've planted those seeds and have invested and gotten things to the place where I've gotten things to? How many people can say that? I'm so grateful. I'm happy. Or so, and they're shocked about this attitude in you. Or maybe you weren't excited about family and stuff like that. Now you're like, yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to go hang out with family. How many people do not have family? I have family. That's a good thing. I'm excited for connection. Someone's shocked that you're now more harmonious in your life, and you have more harmony and contentment in your life, rather than maybe not being appreciative, or rather than maybe you didn't have family before, right? And now you do. Or you didn't have these relationships you love, and now you do. You've had some kind of level up in your life, and this is shocking people. We have the Tower. Exactly. They're shocked. They had built up these ideas about you, pal, too, about how you are. Okay? They had built up ideas about you. They're like, yeah, I can count on Pal 2 to be like this. I can count on Pal 2 to react like this, or be like this, or behave like this. And you have knocked their plans asunder. They had made plans based on how you are. Okay, I'll give you an example. Like maybe someone knew that maybe someone knows that you don't like going to the ocean. You don't like watery locales or events or something. Although I highly doubt that, since you're attracted to the Magical Mermaids Tarot channel. Let me come up with a different example. Maybe someone knows that you don't like going out into the forest. You don't like hiking and all this, okay? And so maybe they don't like you. And so they put together a group of people and said, all right, we're going to go hiking. And they chose hiking because they didn't want you to come. And little do they know that you've been getting better about appreciating life, appreciating maybe they didn't want you to come because they wanted to show some amazing things to some people, and they're trying to sort of gatekeep you out because they didn't want you to bond with the people at your work, or maybe they just didn't like you, and they intentionally chose an activity they knew you wouldn't like because they wanted to keep certain benefits away from you. And unbeknownst to them, you've had a wake-up call. You've learned that nature is powerful. Being out in the forest and listening to the birds and letting the trees shade you and breathing in the fresh air, the alpine trees, is a medicine for your soul. And you've actually been doing little bouts of walking in the park at your home or whatever, and been enjoying it. And you've been growing. You've been evolving. And so when they put up this whole announcement at work, and they're collecting all their people signing up, they're collecting people signing up and all that, and you sign up, and their minds are blown. They were wanting to maybe keep you out of these opportunities. Maybe they didn't want you bonding with the other coworkers because maybe you're really good at spreadsheets or something. I don't know. You're really good at some skill at work, and it rivals their own. Okay, it rivals their talent. And they're like, okay, I'm going to set up an activity I know that Pal 2 doesn't want to go to, so I can get people to get into me and my talents. And they're shocked when you decide that you want to come out and hang out. And this sort of blows their whole plan to sort of exclude you out of the water, okay? You're shocking them in that way. Someone may be shocked, Pal 2, because maybe they're counting. It could be the reverse. They're counting on you. Maybe you never liked hanging out with your family. You never like, maybe you're traumatized by them, or don't like something about them, or they pissed you off or something like this, and they were thinking that you wouldn't show up to something, and you showed up, and that shocked their plans. That shocked everything, because they expected that you wouldn't be there, and they were taken aback by this. Okay, let's get more information. I want to get more information about this Tower card. We have the Seven of Cups. Yeah, someone's gotten used to you being a certain way, like entrenched. They thought, like this is the law of the world. Pile 2 never does this, or Pile 2 will always do this. And you rewrote the script from the ground up. And they're pretty shocked about this. We got the Seven of Cups. Pile 2, someone is shocked about the fact that I feel like someone is shocked about the fact that you are now, that you have lots to choose from. You have a lot now. Okay, whereas maybe you didn't have as much in the past. That's possible. You have a lot of good relationships in your life. Someone is shocked that they, out of their fantasy about you, okay, they were having a fantasy about you, or held certain powerfully entrenched illusions about you, okay, and you have destroyed that. Okay, they're realizing now that maybe they expected you to be a certain way, and they're realizing now that that was an illusion. They were lying to themselves. That whatever they were seeing, that they built they're like, oh, I saw that Pal 2 said no a few times. So, and they said they don't like, they're scared of bees or whatever, or they don't like animals and things. So I put 2 and 2 together, and I decided they probably don't like nature reserves. So they collected information about you and decided you didn't like to be out in nature based on some evidence. But you proved them wrong by saying, yeah, I want to go out hiking. Which reserve, which national forest? And they're like, what? Because they got their information wrong. They guessed incorrectly about your Pile 2, right? I'm just making an example here, okay? So just apply to your situation as it fits. There is some sort of major... I feel like someone expected you to fail, Pile 2. Yeah. Someone expected your family to fail. Someone expected your relationships to fail. Someone expected you to be unhappy in life. And they're shocked that it's the opposite for you. Okay, this could be like someone who is a sadist, or someone who sort of low-key wishes that other people fail so they can feel better about themselves, something like this. Okay, let's move on to your tarot card. Your first oracle card. Oh, we have people going bungee jumping here, jumping out of, yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh, did I not just say something like this? That you had displayed some sort of aversion to doing some type of activity that was considered risky, like going out hiking, right? You could run into a bear, you might trip on a rock and stub your toe or whatever. That will never happen to you, okay, Pile 2, in Jesus' almighty name. May Great Mother or Source protect you. That will never happen. I'm just giving scenarios here. What I'm getting, Pile 2, or how they say in West Africa is, to your enemy, not you. It may happen to your enemy and not you. But what I'm getting, Pile 2, is that someone is shocked that you're willing to take risks. You're no longer being reserved. It's funny, I picked up that you were reserved, or you were acting reserved. So I guess the shock is that, they're shocked because you are reserved, right? In a lot of situations, you've learned to pull back and be more patient, be more of a waiter, and watch others from the sidelines. Someone is shocked that you are now, or there might be a particular event, it might be down to a particular situation, wanting to try something very bold and ballsy. Okay, you're wanting to get out there, something very bold and very unique that they did not expect you were going to be doing. Okay, they're like, what? You're not ready to take a chance? You're not ready to jump out there? You're shocking them with this. You're not ready to jump out of a moving plane and just let yourself out there and go. They're shocked that you're ready now to make certain changes. You're ready now, okay? We have Aquarius. Okay, that's a typo. Oh, we got Aquarius and Aquarius. We got some synchronicity there. Yeah, so someone is feeling shocked that you are investing in humanity more now these days, okay? Or someone is being shocked that you are more independent than you were, right? That though you are independent, you're willing to also take risks, okay? You're willing to also go out there, put yourself out there, connect with others. You are still independent though. That's what I'm getting from the cards. You're not changing this about yourself. Okay, this is what they're realizing about you, is that you're not changing this about yourself, but you're willing to do different things. You're not just all one type of person. You occasionally want to take a risk. You occasionally want to communicate. There's revolution afoot. There's no reason why you can't make changes, okay? Given any circumstance that comes up, okay? Someone is feeling very shocked about the fact that you are appraising situations right now. You're no longer over emotional. You don't make over emotional decisions, and that if you do decide to take a risk, it's because you've thought long and hard about it and decided, okay, I'll go ahead and do this one thing this one time. Someone's shocked about this because they realized that you made a switch up at one point and became more circumspect, more purposeful, more careful and cautious. Okay. And so when they set up this activity where you're going to be taking a risk, they're shocked you're showing up too. So you're shocking them on a lot of levels, okay? They're shocked that you've thought about it and you want to show up. They're shocked that you want to participate in this risky activity. So it's like a double shock. And so what's shocking them about them is also dawning on them that you are calculated. So therefore you've thought about this. You've thought about all the various factors, and your decision is shocking them because they're realizing that you must be prepared for this. You're coming in knowing what it is that you're doing. Okay, you're being objective about this. This is not some sort of, I'm just feeling like it today. Whee! I'm just going with the feeling I'm having. No, they understand that you've thought long and hard and deep about this. And you've considered all the different factors. And so you're willing to go ahead and take this risk. Okay? You've been patient. You've thought about it. And you're now ready because you know it's going to be okay. So they're shocked. They're shocked that you know it's going to be okay. All right. They're shocked at your decision making. This is what it comes down to, really. Is that they're shocked at your ability to assess a situation after you decide to become more careful. That you're becoming more careful didn't mean, or you're becoming more assessing and evaluatory and being more strategic doesn't mean that you'll never take another risk again. That's what they're shocked about. They're shocked that you will still take risks, that you will still go out there, you will still put yourself out there, but it'll be on your own terms after you've thought about it, after you've considered what's going on, and that it's good for you to go ahead and make these moves. They're shocked about that. They thought you were just done with any risk taking, done with any risks, done with doing anything or putting yourself out there. You're just completely done. So they're shocked because of this. We have 3 saws, which is significant of resilience, struggle. Okay, yeah, they're shocked that you're willing to, that you decided, you waited for a right time, and you decide this is the time to go ahead and put yourself out there and take some risks and struggle a little bit. You're okay with struggling. You're okay with discomfort. They actually had pegged you as the reason why you're so reserved and you've started keeping things to yourself and we're all like this is because you don't want any discomfort. You don't want any pain. You don't want to have struggle. They're realizing, oh my gosh, that's not what it was. You are just waiting for the right time. They've misunderstood you. They're shocked at the fact that they don't understand you. You have the capacity to surprise and shock them. That's another thing that's shocking them. They thought they had you pegged. Okay? They're realizing now that no, you are resilient. You can withstand stress and new circumstances, and you can take these big, risky, ballsy moves, okay? And you can take on discomfort. You're fine with it. It's just that it's calculated for you, and the timing has to add up. It needs to make sense, and then you do it. They didn't understand that about you. We got pop-up. Wow. Someone is shocked, pal, too, that you're showing up, that you're going to be making a visit. Yeah, that's what it is, too. You're going to be showing up somewhere, or that you are, that you popped up all of a sudden. Here you are. They thought you were done with them. They thought you would never show again. They thought you were going to keep your distance. That you have the ability to surprise them. They're genuinely surprised that you showed up. They're genuinely surprised that you popped up somewhere. Okay, maybe to hang out with family or friends. They're genuinely shocked that you have found people in the group or people or relationships that satisfy you enough to want to show up. They're shocked. They thought you were either disenfranchised or you removed yourself from a certain situation because none of it was good enough for you. They're shocked that you're finding contentment and joy in some of these things, and you'll be there, or that you're going to be somewhere, or that you showed up somewhere. Okay? It says spontaneous visits. You just surprised someone, you popped up somewhere, and they're shocked by this. Okay? And that you were all smiles, or maybe you showed up with your family. Your family's doing great. Okay? And everyone's happy, and they're like, what? They thought you were, I think they thought that you were moping. They thought that you were sad. They thought that you were dissatisfied in life. They didn't realize that what it was is that you were totally happy. You're just waiting for the right time to do something or make certain moves. They didn't understand this about you. Next we have 10th house, the world. Yeah. Pile 2. You are, what I'm getting, Pile 2, is that they're shocked at the fact that you feel whole, that you're whole, you're content, you're complete, you have everything you need. Especially with the 10 of Cups in the world coming up, there's this idea, when we think of the 10th house, we're talking about accomplishments here, okay? We're talking about things you've invested yourself in paying off, okay? A job you have, assets you have, your relationships with others. They're shocked because you are complete, Pile 2. You have a lot of the things people want, a lot of the things that you need and want that are allowing you to thrive. You either have a good job, you have assets, your family relationships are going very well, you've accomplished something, you're maintaining good relationships with others, your reputation is solid, it's good. You have shocked them about this. I think this person had been cultivating certain negative or defeatist thoughts about you. They really had come to view you as either someone like a klutz or awkward, or like you were unfinished, or like you didn't know who you were, or like you were a scaredy cat, or you were someone who is a weakling or a coward, didn't want to take risks in life, or that you were very dissatisfied with your life, very very grumbly, very things weren't working out that great for you. You're not getting much money, you're not getting much of anything in life, you're not happy, you're unhappy in your marriage, you're sulking, all of that has been flipped on its head with people, or this person that you have in mind. You have it all, Pile 2, and they're shocked about this. They're shocked that despite maybe they heard some news that something was moving slowly for you, that you've presented evidence that things are actually going very well for you, and that they only had a sliver of a view of you in regards to something, and they were basing all what they knew of you on that one sliver of a thing, because you're no longer an open book. I mean, this is another thing that's shocking them. They're not getting all the information on you, and they're only getting it as needed, and when they get a little bit and they find out it's amazing, they're like, what? I didn't expect that. Wow. Next we have heartfelt, 4-leaf clovers. May your heart guide you, on top of the 7 of Cups. So Pile 2, they're realizing that you're very lucky. You're very lucky in life. It's like you won the lottery. Oh my gosh. They're realizing that it's like you won the lottery. You have beautiful relationships in your life. You have so many options when it comes to gifts, talent, skills. You have a fantasy life. You are able to escape whatever negativity maybe they try to bring your way, or they assumed you were undergoing, and you're having a happy life anyway. You have a stroke of luck. Things keep working out for you. They're shocked about this. They are shocked that they held on to certain illusions about you. They didn't make no sense. They're realizing. Okay, we have the locket. Okay, so they're shocked about you, Pile 2, because they're realizing that you're remaining with someone. You're willing to take a risk because of someone you love. There's someone in your life that you may feel close to, and you're willing to go where they go and take risks because of this person that you love. That's one message coming through. They're also realizing, they're shocked about you, pal, too, because you're remembered. You're remembered. There are people who remember you. There are people who talk about you. There are people who want you, who remember you taking risks, who remember you having done visits, who remember the things you've done, the risks you've taken, the adventures you've gone on, the experiences you've had shared with others. They're shocked that you are remembered. Wow. I almost feel like on a subconscious level, this person may have wanted you to be forgotten, or maybe on a subconscious level, this person thought you had forgotten them. But the fact that you still maybe cherish them and show up despite the fact that you've ended a certain phase of your life, maybe when this person or these people or the situation was more prominent in your life. And now it's no longer prominent. They thought, well, I'm done with you. They thought you were viewing it as, well, I'm done with that. They're shocked that you still come back, that you still remember, or that you're still remembered. That you, something, that family and heritage is still important to you despite this major change that you've undergone. Okay? They are also shocked about how protected you are. They're realizing that this person is realizing, pal, too, that you have people who love you, who want to protect you. Okay? They want to ward off evil away from you and bring good fortune to you. They're shocked about this, because of how different you are, or I don't know what it is. This person is shocked that you are, like, for instance, if you're going bungee jumping with a close friend, they want to do it with you to make sure they're near you, so they make sure that you're safe, that you're going to be okay. They're looking out for you. I see safety, the gear is being checked, all the things are being checked before you go out, and you're doing it with someone you love and care for, or someone who's a partner, or who's like, we're gonna be partners in this. You have relationships, people who care about you, who cherish you, who are holding on to you in difficult circumstances or risky circumstances. Next we have number 7. All aboard. Wow, there's definitely a trip coming up. All aboard. Well, you see you on a plane about to go, taking a literal trip, and about to take another trip, bungee jumping. I see you. Yeah, so what I'm getting for you, pal, too, is that you're going on some type of trip, or the way people are feeling shocked about you is you're going to be going on some type of trip, or you have gone on some type of trip, okay? Perhaps across the ocean, okay? It could be by water. That's possible, like a boat trip, or maybe you'll have to be crossing a water mass or something like an ocean to get to this person or get to this place, or maybe it's at the beach or something. Yeah, some type of trip is definitely being implied here. It's coming up as a message for some of y'all, that there is some type of trip that you're going on that is shocking people. It could be progress in life too, just, some type of progression, okay? But definitely some type of risk taking, because I get with a mountain goat, like on the side of the mountain, and now bungee jumping, some type of risky move you're making. That shows your resilience, that shows your ability to handle discomfort and struggle, that you're a powerful creature. This is what's shocking people right now, is that your ability to cope with risky situations that are, that test your ability to survive. Okay, could be hiking, could be camping in the wilderness, could be literally bungee jumping, or traveling across the ocean, or going on some trip somewhere to go visit with treacherous family members or something. I don't know, but it's just some type of element of risk. Okay, so we have Diamond. Creative force, faithfulness, value, perfection, brilliance, commitment, light, purity, esteem, unconquerable force, multi-dimensional, multifaceted, invincible spiritual power. Wow. Pal 2. People are shocked about the fact of how hardy you are. You're hardy. I mean, we got the goat, the mountain goat that walks sideways on the side of the mountain. It can handle a fall just fine. We're talking about something that was built in the earth due to Earth's pressures, right? Heat, pressure, everything. Boom, we got a diamond. Someone is shocked by the fact that you are we got Aries and we got a goat right here. Very determined. You're a very determined creature. Okay, that what it is about you is that you're waiting for the right time. You don't just go. You go when it's good for you. You go when the universe says it's time to go. Okay. Wow. Okay. I'm also getting, for a few of you, someone is shocked that you're getting proposed to. You might be getting a proposal, or you might be married to someone with some means, someone who has made a commitment to you and views you as beautiful and brilliant, and they want to commit to you. Okay. Someone is shocked that either your marriage or your relationship has passed the test of time. That someone has been like, yeah, through thick or thin, through all the things. I'm gonna be by Paltu's side no matter what. I'm gonna go to the side of that mountain and walk these treacherous paths if I have to, because Paltu is a diamond to me. Okay. Someone is shocked that you're viewed as a diamond. Someone is shocked that you're valued so much that people will cross hell and high water. Someone will cross hell and high water to remain by your side. Kind of like we're seeing here with the bungee jumping. Someone is remaining by your side regardless of how treacherous it might seem. Because they want to be close to you and they want to make sure that you're going to be okay. Because they feel like together as a team, you're better off. And there's just a lot of benefits there. And so they're shocked. People are shocked because you're valued and valued so much that someone is willing to go through treacherous terrain or go through uncomfortable experiences to remain by your side or to attain you being in their lives. And their commitment is as sure and as hard and as brilliant as a diamond. Okay. Next, we're getting the home. So someone is shocked at your beautiful home. Someone is shocked by how nicely you keep things, how cozy things are in your home, how well arranged and set up everything is. Someone is saying, like, someone is shocked by your home. I don't know what it is. You have a very good, beautiful family home. Your children are beautiful. Everything looks nice. Everyone's smiling, well cared for. Your home is in order. And even if your home is not in order, there's something about having like familial harmony, like you have harmony in your home. I'm also getting as a side message that someone is shocked at, you just have you have a really idyllic family life or home life. It's just so warm, hearth and home, so inviting. The places are set, the dishes are clean, bread is baked, there's laughter, there's warmth, there's games, there's like cohesiveness and harmony in your life, in your family. And like when people just pop up and surprisingly visit you without even giving you a moment's notice, they find that your home is like this. They find your life is like this. Harmonious, idyllic, lovely, content, warm, full of smiles, full of laughter. Okay, the surprise visits reveal that this is what you have in your life. Someone is shocked by this. Also getting as a side message that someone is shocked by the fact that you pop up and pay them a visit. You may pay the surprise visit, or that you're going to be paying up some type of unexpected visit. They weren't expecting you to be there, and you showed up, and they were very happy to see you, I think. But someone's very surprised that you, or shocked that you are willing to either be open to spontaneous visits, or that you're going to be doing it, or you did a spontaneous visit, something like this. Okay, someone was shocked by this. We have water of celestial dreaming layers. So someone is shocked that you're taking it easy. You've done, it's like a job well done. That's kind of like the vibe I'm getting. Job well done. You've created or manifested a life for yourself that is it's like you've accomplished great things, Paltu. Okay, you've accomplished something great. You may have graduated. You may have created a wonderful home for yourself. You may have finished. You may have manifested a beautiful home for yourself, or a beautiful relationship for yourself, or a beautiful situation for yourself. You may have graduated or completed a program, or you may have you may have attained something of value. and they're shocked by this. Okay, it could have to do with travel, because I'm seeing the planet Earth here and all the meridians and the, you know, the GPS points or coordinates or whatever. Or this could be maybe the magnetic field or pull around the Earth. I'm just getting that someone is shocked at the fact, like, how well connected you are, how worldwide you are. I'm getting that message too. And it's like, there's balance in your world. There's balance in your world. They're shocked by the fact that you have worldwide reach or influence. They're shocked that you may have worldwide reach or influence. They're shocked that you have done a lot and are now therefore resting, taking it easy. You've accomplished a lot, and they're shocked at your accomplishments. They're also shocked that they are not running about helter skelter to make sure that you have this thing in the bag. You're taking a relaxed approach. You take rest when you need to take rest. We have Rido, journey. Again, oh my gosh, pile 2. I keep getting hints of travel, you know? They may be going on lots of vacations, enjoying your life. You know, there's Rider with the journey. There's this, you know, the earth symbol here, which implies, you know, worldwide reach or traveling around the world. There's the goat on the side of the mountain. There is, you know, all aboard, implying a trip. There's being on the plane. About to jump off, take another trip via not bungee jumping. I'm sorry. I kept saying bungee jumping. I meant skydiving. Skydiving is what I meant to say. I'm sorry if I said bungee jumping earlier. I meant skydiving. So that's another trip you're making. So someone is shocked at the fact that you are connecting to the world around you. Or maybe you want a trip, or all expensive paid trip somewhere, or that you're going to be going on vacation, or you're going to be taking a trip to go meet up and celebrate with others at some exotic locale or fancy destination or hotel or resort somewhere. Someone is shocked at the fact that you're on the move, that you're willing to go out to places and travel. If I feel like someone just thought that you weren't going to travel. Someone thought that you weren't going to show up. Someone thought that you weren't going to show up with your partner or be valued by your partner or something. They just expected you to not make it. They expected you to not travel. They expected you to be stuck somewhere. They expected you to be afraid to... Maybe they thought that you had... what's that? It's a phobia. Agoraphobia, right? They thought that you didn't want to go outside. You like staying inside because you're scared of the outside, or you're scared of trips, or you're scared of being out in the world, or you're a fraidy cat, right? Like, someone thought that you just don't like to go out because maybe you were scared, or you were a coward, or like you were, you had a phobia. They're shocked that you are going somewhere, that you're traveling, or you're traveling more, that you will be traveling, or you traveled somewhere, and they're particularly shocked. An additional layer of shock is that they thought they had you figured out, but they're realizing what it is that you're waiting for the right time. Okay, whether it was according to your schedule or receiving messages from the divine, I don't know what it is, but they now understand you were waiting for the right time. And that's what I'm seeing in the cards for you, pile 2. I hope you enjoyed this message. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching and bring your energy to this spread. I would love to know what you thought in the comment section. Love to chat, connect. Feel free to hype me up if you can. If you want to know of a way to support this channel, you can hype me up, or you can also or join up with the membership. Join up in the membership section. You can join my membership. You can join up and become a member of this channel, and that way you can have access to some of the members only content that I've got going, kind of building up a library of members only content, and access to the videos, early access to the videos before they become available to the public and the subscribers at large. So you might want to consider that. Thank you so much. Take care now. Bye. Welcome to reading pile 3. So why are people, or the person you have in mind, shocked about you? Let's move your number over to the left. You ended up with the sun symbol. Beautiful. You ended up with Scorpio, Gemini, and Leo. Okay, so let's go ahead and do a vibe check on you, shall we? Pile 3. So what I'm getting is that, first of all, I'm getting that people are shocked about you because of how intelligent you are. Okay, your intelligence has been shocking someone lately. How bright you are, how bright-minded. You may have illumined them on something. Maybe you may have exposed something or let them see what something is for what it is. So, for example, you may have done an expose on something or enlightened someone about a certain subject, and they were really shocked about the breadth of your knowledge of this, or the fact that you were the one to let them know about something. Okay. So what I'm getting, Pile 3, is that someone's also shocked about how well known you are or how visible you are to others. It could be that you're very popular, or in your town or in your area or your work or wherever, or that you're famous in some type of way. Someone's found out about that and is shocked about that. Someone is shocked about how full of energy you are and how much your rest plays into your energy levels. That's possible. Someone is shocked about the fact that people are passionate about you, or someone is very passionate about you. That people have great love for you. Someone is shocked at your ability to take action and show aggression as necessary in order to make your point on certain matters. Someone is shocked at this. Someone is shocked at how powerful you are, how strong you are, and your ability to lead as well. That's what I'm getting. Someone is shocked because you're being lusted after. So, you're being lusted after by someone. There's someone lusting after you, so they're shocked. Or perhaps, you have a lot of people that lust after you. You're very popular, and this is shocking someone or shocking people. Someone is shocked at your ability to survive and overcome conflict. Okay, someone is shocked about the fact that you underwent something. Perhaps people were challenging you, or you had an adversarial situation you were dealing with, and you have now overcome that conflict or removed it from your life, and that's shocking people. You showed the courage, the braveness, and you did not back away. You got assertive. You got aggressive in order to deal with this conflict, and as a result, someone's shocked about this. They're shocked at your ability to handle conflict, handle red flags, that kind of thing. Someone's feeling shocked about you because you inspire jealousy in others. I think maybe that's part of it. You inspire jealousy in others. Someone is shocked at how jealous they are of you. Maybe they're looking down on you, right? And then if discovered some things about you, or found out some things about you, and it started feeling jealous of you, and this caught them off guard. Okay. Yeah, someone's feeling shocked about how courageous and tenacious you are. It's making them feel a little jealous, especially when it comes to achieving your dreams, achieving your aims, being popular, being famous. Someone's jealous of this. They're kind of shocked. Someone's also shocked because they're realizing they were being suspicious of you, and but they're now realizing that it was because they were jealous of you. Okay, that could be a reason for them to be shocked right there. Someone is shocked at how lively, upbeat, sociable you are. You have a strong social life. I feel like you're well known, or you're seen a lot. A lot of people know you. Maybe some of them, maybe there are people who know you that you don't know. Okay, personally. Someone is shocked at the fact that you're not always on, like, for instance, like, I feel like someone might be like, oh, Paul 3's my friend, and then they expect you from then on to always be available, or whenever they call you, to pretty much always be able to get you on the phone or talk with you or do things with you, and they're realizing that you have some off times. You have some off moments where you're not always available. You're either sleeping, or you're off schedule, or you're busy doing other things, or you have such a full life that you can't always be available for this person. You have to attend to other things in your life that you take very seriously. So someone's feeling very shocked about this. Someone is feeling shocked about how loyal you are, pile 3. You're loyal to someone, okay? Or you're loyal to something, perhaps your ambitions too, or a person. And maybe they dealt with you and thought that because of how popular you are, surely you're not loyal, you don't have people you're loyal to. You must be all about everybody since everyone knows you. And they're shocked to discover that no, that's not true, pile 3. You are about, there's some few people in your life that you're very loyal to, and someone is shocked that you are this way, despite the fact that you have the opportunity, maybe that you could cheat, or that you could be about everybody. You could just, fall into the trap of, I'm famous, I'm popular, everyone loves me, and so you never treat people seriously. You don't treat them well enough. So someone is shocked that you're able to create that separation in your mind that, yeah, I'm popular, but I don't really know these people. Okay, the people I know, who I'm close to, I'm loyal to them. So someone's shocked at your maturity in this. Jealousy keeps coming up. I don't know what that is about. I feel like someone's shocked that you made them feel jealous, or shocked that you can get jealous. Maybe you got jealous in a certain situation, and they're shocked about this. Maybe they thought that you didn't care because you're so popular and so liked. You have lots of, opportunities, so what do you care? And the thing is, you're all about loyalty. You're all about people showing you loyalty, and you're about showing loyalty to others as well. It's not free for all in your mind, and this is what's shocking people. All right, let's go ahead and move on to your tarot cards. Just take it as it resonates. To the rest for others, we got the 4 of Wands. Yeah, someone is shocked that you have stability in your life, and that you belong to someone. Remember, we talked about loyalty earlier in the vibe check. I feel like someone is shocked that you have a sense of belonging to someone, or like you have a home life that you feel loyal to, that you return to. Also, someone might be shocked that you're married or getting married, or that you're celebrating reaching some type of milestone or event, or having some type of party. People are celebrating around you. Someone's shocked about this. 3 of Cups. Again, we're getting more celebratory energies with the 3 of Cups. You can see those champagne glasses there being clinked. There's a cheers going on. Yeah, someone is shocked about some kind of party you had recently. I feel like they're shocked about how many people you know, how many people showed up, the caliber of people who showed up, all your friendships, and all the people that are wanting to reunite with you. Someone is shocked about you had a reunion or an upcoming reunion. You showed up at this reunion. Someone's shocked about this. Maybe they didn't believe that you would show up to have a reunion with these people that you either grew up with or you share some type of milestone with. It could be a birthday party. It could be a graduation party. It could be celebrating a wedding or something like this. But it has to do with there are many people there who are shocked to see you returning, shocked to see you celebrating them, acknowledging this connection. Okay, 5 of Cups. Loss and grief, disappointment, blinded to love. Someone is shocked, pile 3, that you have this type of continuity in your life. Okay, they are shocked that you have friendships that have passed the test of time, that you have continuity and stability in your life, and you just keep doing those loops and coming right back around, doing another loop, right back around, doing another loop, right back around. There's continuity, longevity, and stability in your life. And I think this might be a hater or someone who's jealous of you, that kind of thing. Okay, they are shocked about this. Someone's feeling shocked because they feel disappointed by you in some type of way. They may have suffered some type of loss or grief in relation to you. Someone is feeling like maybe you let them down. Maybe they didn't think you would let them down. Maybe someone wanted to be a part of this party scenario and they couldn't be a part of it. It could be that you have people in your past who wanted to be the one you were marrying, or who wanted to be the ones who are part of your circle, but they weren't invited. That's possible, and they feel left out. So they're shocked that you're doing these things and you're not inviting them, or you're leaving them out. Exactly, with the 8 of Cups. Someone is shocked that you walked away from them. Someone is shocked that you let go of them and you left them behind. They're feeling really sore about this right now because I feel like they're aware that you maybe sent out an invite, or they're aware that there's a time of the year coming around where you're supposed to be doing something, and they noted that you did not invite them. They noted that you walked away from them, or it could be possible that you hung out with a group of people and you shared good times with them. But they're feeling shocked that maybe you're not returning to this group of friends, or you're not returning to this to celebrate with them again. So that could be, maybe this person is used to you always showing up, but now it's like you're kind of done with that. Maybe there was something amiss for you and you've kind of moved on from this. This could be a marriage. It could be an ex, Someone is feeling shocked. Perhaps one you had married in the past as well. It could be a partner. I'm getting wedding vibes from both of these cards as well. That the relationship didn't go well. Okay, and that they are mourning you. There's a sense of loss and grief because you walked away from them because something was not quite right with that person, or not quite right with that situation. Okay, even though there was a lot going right, there was something about it that wasn't quite right, and you're now walking away, leaving the past behind, because that's the healthy thing to do. We have the Four of Swords. Yeah, someone is feeling shocked. I got that vibe before, that even though you may be popular, it's like you're getting your rest. You may be well known, or someone knows you, but it's like your eyes are shut to this person. You're not really connecting with certain people who know you, and that's shocking people. Yeah, someone's shocked that you're taking a break from the relationship or the connection, or taking a break from a certain scene or scenario, and you're seeking. It's a time of self-reflection, rest, and relaxation and peace for you. And someone's shocked about this, that you're not. I think this person always assumed you would always be back at this party scene, always be back, celebrating with these people, whoever they are, always be coming back around, always be including them too. That's what I'm getting. Always including them, that they would always be the ones that were there. And it's like, the Four of Swords is also about, an exile. It could be your exile, you exiling yourself, self-exiling, or you exiling someone else. So I feel like someone is shocked that you have exiled them from your space, or from your social life, or your social circle. We have the Six of Cups. Yeah, this is someone that you maybe knew from a long time ago, someone you grew up with, someone you have. This could be a child. This could be someone that you knew when you were a child, someone that you formed memories with. Someone is shocked that it's like you outgrew this relationship and you've since moved on from it. Someone's also shocked that you have a child. I feel like someone here may have a child or children, and they're feeling shocked that not only did you walk away, but you now had a child with someone else or something, or you walked away and went ahead and had children. Maybe you did not have children with this ex of yours, but you went off and had children with somebody else. So that's one message coming through. Yeah, someone's shocked that you've turned your back on some nostalgic memories. You're not holding on to these past memories anymore, like it meant everything to you, and you just can't let it go. You let it go. You grew up, you grew out of it, you grew away from it, you moved away because maybe you were taken for granted and you weren't being treated right, and there was something amiss for you there, and adjustments could not be made to tolerate this, or adapt to you, or adapt to your needs, or vice versa. I don't know which it is, but there's someone who's feeling shocked that you walked away from a long-term commitment, or someone is feeling shocked that you're or a friendship circle. You walked away from a friendship circle. Someone's feeling shocked you did this. Maybe a circle of friends you used to be part of, used to party with, you walked away from them. There's a lot of scenarios this could fit, Pile 3. Someone's feeling shocked that you are you're focusing on certain innocent type of relationships or something. Anyways, you got your first oracle card here. Oh, we're seeing kids here as well. So someone's feeling shocked, Pile 3, that you're focusing on children right now. Yeah, you're focusing on children. You're taking joy in the children. I see parents here gathered. They're watching the children put on a show or an act, and they're, trick-or-treating or doing some kind of performance at school, and the teachers are training them, telling them what to do. So someone is shocked, Pile 3, that you have a whole life. Like, you got married, you got a home life, family life, children, kindergartners, lots of fun times that you have. Your life is progressing for you, okay? That you've celebrated a lot of milestones. That maybe they expected you to be stalled in your development, whoever this was, or they didn't expect you to make progress in your life. They didn't expect you, for example, to grow up, meet someone, be serious, get committed, get married, get a good career, have children, Go to check out your children in school, pick them up, go attend their little rehearsals and things, and be a part of the PTA. Like, it's like someone did not expect this, and they're kind of shocked that you're taking life seriously, and you are, someone's shocked that you're taking life seriously, and that you are, life is just chugging along for you, and that you didn't have a divorce, didn't have a breakup, and it's just things are rolling really nicely for you here. Okay. Next, we have the first house. The first house represents one's personal life. Okay, the self. It represents. You could also represent, like, and it can represent like the things you own, right? Someone's really shocked at how good you're looking. There was some type of reunion. You showed up to a reunion, I think. For some of you, Part 3. You may have showed up to a reunion and you're looking so good. Oh my gosh. You're looking beautiful, hot, sexy, fly. And, you showed up and someone was like shocked at your appearance. Shocked at how good you looked, your characteristics. They expected something different. I don't know what they expected, but they expected maybe they expect you to look as good. Someone is shocked by the impression you're giving. You're fitting right in with the crowd. I'm just seeing this setting with like a very elegant party. You're meeting up with all these people who respect you. They're laughing at your jokes. You're laughing at their jokes. They're vibing. You're vibing. It's just a good feel-good moment. And people are really happy to see you there. So that's very interesting. Okay, someone's shocked at your ability to hold your own in this circle of friends. You're looking mighty fine, looking pretty good. They're also shocked at the things you may be wearing, your appearance. Like, you may be looking kind of high class. You may be wearing very nice things or looking very well taken care of. Like, you've been taking really good care of your health. That you're looking amazing. You're looking fly. We got Othala, which represents tradition, family legacy, or also just an inheritance. Right. And I'm kind of seeing a similar vibe here with the Four of Wands and Othala. So I do feel like for some of you, you may have stopped attending. There's some type of tradition that someone's expecting you to uphold. Okay. Like whenever there have been certain types of events, you either showed up at a certain location or you showed up to hang out with certain specific people. And perhaps you've broken with the tradition. You may have broken with that tradition, and it's really disappointing someone right now. So you really shatter their expectations of you. And so someone's feeling really shocked that you're willing to break away from this tradition. It could be a family related situation. It could be maybe someone that you were married to or formerly great friends with. You stopped viewing them as or treating them like this is the person I must return to every time. This is my home base, my default. And you've moved on, and they literally watched you walk away and stop either contacting them or viewing them as the place to come hang out. And it's really like hurt this person, and they're really shocked by this. They're shocked by the way you are sort of staying out of the way and kind of excusing yourself out of this place because they disappointed you, maybe because they hurt you. Okay. Next we have drama queen. Yeah, someone who was a drama queen in some area of your life, someone who maybe caused chaos with their outbursts or their reactions to things. This is the thing that was not right. Remember I said there's things that are good about this person or the situation, but something is not quite right, and that's why you walked away. I feel like this person may not have a really great handle on their emotions or their emotional reactions. They may lack some type of emotional intelligence, and you've just had enough. You've had enough of this. You're walking away. You're letting go of them, and this is really super shocking them, and it's making them feel even more dramatic. Okay, so drama hasn't stopped. They're still dramatizing. They were dramatic before, and they're dramatic now that you walked away. So that's coming through. Yeah, someone's shocked that you walked away from their drama. We have solar eclipse number 44, revolution. Yeah, there's remember I said you keep circling back around, looping back around. Yeah, there is this message keeps coming through that, it's like a revolution. They expect your return like one might expect the revolution of the earth, or one rotation of one rotation or revolution of planet Earth or the moon or something like this. It's like it was inevitable, but you have taken a break from this so-called inevitable activity that they were expecting to continue. They're taking a break. You're taking a break from it, and you've kind of eclipsed their shine. You kind of eclipsed their light a little bit by doing this. And this is why they're feeling shocked, is that you're not, you're sort of, maybe it's making them feel less popular, making them feel less known. And you're really putting a hurt on their brilliance. That's how they feel anyway. You sort of taking a chill pill and stepping back. We got this skunk here that's kind of like buried underground, is in a state of hibernation. And then we got this, I don't know what you would call this creature. Looks like another, what is it? Is this a skunk or a beaver? Or right, this is a red panda, right? It's a red panda. And so what I'm getting, and it looks very similar to this skunk creature here in some ways as far as the coloration goes. But what I'm getting is that, you've either exiled this person or you've exiled yourself from this person. And so you've kind of dimmed their light, and they're really shocked about this. Perhaps you dimmed your light around them, or the effect of you stepping back is they are now less popular. They are now less seen. They're now less known, either by you or other people. I'm not sure exactly which. It's going to be different for each of you, but they are feeling shocked that you have taken a step back. You're sleeping it out. You're sleeping it off. You're taking naps and breaks instead of coming out to see them and be known by them, to be seen by them. You're hiding yourself. You're hiding your light. This is how you are shocking them, Pile 3. Next, we have Embrace, 6 of Cups. May you accept what comes. Okay. So, Pile 3, they're feeling shocked by you because you have gone on to get into a different type of relationship. Perhaps you're focusing on your child or your children. I'm not sure why someone will find that shocking. But, it's interesting. We have one kid embracing one kid. We have Embrace coming up here. You see the synchronicity here, guys. So someone is shocked, or people are shocked about who it is you're choosing to hold on to. Okay, who it is you're choosing to embrace and keep near you. It's not them, that's for sure. It's with someone else. It could be someone you've known for a long time. It could be you're choosing to embrace children now over these adults that maybe disappointed you or hurt you. Or, you're choosing to accept maybe that you've outgrown this relationship or outgrown this friendship, and they're feeling shocked by this. Next, we have the tree. We have a tree coming up twice here as well. Trees. Pile 3, someone is shocked that you settled. You settled. You have a stable life. You've planted your roots. I'm seeing some roots coming through here. Roots are implied here. The root system is implied here with this tree. We're seeing a lot more roots being implied. You've taken steps. You walked away from someone or a certain situation or a certain group of people, and you've planted yourself somewhere else. Okay, and not only have you walked away from these people, but you've planted yourself. You've walked away and planted yourself somewhere else. So your roots are now running very deep. Okay, I mean, there's a marriage, there's children, there's longevity. If it's not a marriage and children, it's longevity at a new company. It's longevity at a new situation, a new city. You've made friends now. You're now being called uncle or auntie, and you have connections, people that consider you family where you're at. Someone is shocked that you have formed a whole other life for yourself, maybe somewhere else apart from them. That's coming through. We have Face the Music, number 28. You're not focusing on them, okay? I'm also getting like someone is feeling shocked because maybe you are making them face the music. And, a lot of times when Face the Music comes up, I'm getting like, making someone feel the consequence of what they did. Making someone feel the pain or the consequence of something, actions that they put into motion, okay? Yeah, someone's really shocked, Pile 3, that you're hanging out with friends, hanging out with other people, and letting them be by themselves, letting them face the music of the consequence of what happened by themselves. That's coming through. That's another message. We have Heart and Home. Exactly. I was kind of getting that you set up your home, you set up your roots somewhere apart from this person, and it's leaving someone in a state of loss and grief. They look at this person looking behind as you walk away. They've watched you walk away and go plant your roots somewhere else. And someone is really missing you, Pile 3. They're shocked that someone is shocked you left them behind, okay? Someone is shocked you left them behind. That you walked away from them. Perhaps this is someone you used to know, a close friend of yours, maybe an ex, someone you used to be married to, or someone you used to be close friends with, or someone in your family, that's possible. It could be a friend. Someone is shocked that you walked away from them, and that you have set up a happy home for yourself, and that you didn't need them. Okay, that you were able to do this without them. Okay, you were able to create either a work home, another work home, or another family home, or another whatever, some type of place away from them, and you're doing very well. Okay, you have a home you live in, you have a house, it's peaceful there, there's security there, there's love and kindness there, there's family, there's a sense of belonging, you feel blissful, you feel content where you're at, you feel comfortable, you feel established there. I mean, someone is big time shocked and hurting over the fact that you're just like settled in somewhere, that you just, that this is it for you and you're totally comfortable with it. I think they were harboring the hope that you were still interested in them, or that you come back around to them. I got that cyclical psychic impression. They were hoping you would always come back around to them, and you stopped that, pile 3. You stopped. And they're hurting over this. We have the beast. Yeah. This person was beastly. This person was a drama queen, man. This person was a terror, or they just have really big emotional reactions to things. They take things too personally, or perhaps maybe they're addicted to creating drama. This is just part of the psychic, a cycle in their psyche that they have going for themselves, where they have to trip up about something. They got to be tripping about something. They've got to be stressed about something. It could be they're currently stressed about you walking away, of course, but I feel like this is their nature. Okay, this is their nature, and they caused chaos. They may have threatened you. They may have made you feel very uncomfortable. They were like, no, I'm gonna be like this, and you're just gonna have to deal with me like this, which is intense or rude, loud, dramatic, angry, blaming you, and causing all kinds of raucous and chaos and it's just not going well. Not going well, Part 3. I feel like you got tired of it. You got tired of it and walked away, and they're shocked by this. They're also shocked to realize that they are the one causing chaos. They're realizing you walked away because they caused chaos. They are beastly. So they're realizing, and this is part of what's shocking them, is this self-discovery element as well, and the fact that it pushed you away. We have the water of shadow and cast about. Oh, that's interesting. So someone's feeling pretty shocked, Pile 3, that ever since you left, ever since you were gone, you become like there's no more sunlight in their world. They may be undergoing depression. They may be feeling alone or unseen, feeling like they're not as relevant as they once were, or just there was a light or warmth about your personality, your energy whenever you came around. Then once you decided you didn't want to be a part of that anymore, take a break from them and just get some peace somewhere else, their world feels kind of empty. Okay, that those lyrics, feel so empty without me. The Eminem, I feel like they're feeling kind of empty, kind of cast about, kind of adrift without you in their life, without you there. They feel kind of like meaningless in a way. I mean, this is kind of sad for them because you have to create meaning in your own life for yourself. You can't hook all the meaning in your life up to a certain person or certain situation. You got to have multiple things going for yourself. That's what I believe anyway. But this person is feeling pretty cast adrift. They don't know where to center their emotions at. It's almost like when you were there, they wanted to be dramatic with you. They wanted to cause chaos. They wanted to be a problem for you. But when you left, they realized that that very person that they were causing drama for gave their life meaning. You gave their life meaning, Pottery, okay? And but the way in their crazy way of making it, how, the value they got out of you was to cause you stress and cause you drama. I mean, you're just tired of it and you walked away. And so they're realizing that there's a big hole missing since you left. That they were centering too much around you, and they were centering too much of the wrong energies around you. So they're feeling pretty shocked about this as well. We have Dagaz, dawn. Yeah, or it could be pronounced Thagaz. But, it says dawn here, but it also represents just day, the breaking of day. We're seeing these clouds here. Look, there's more clouds. So it's very interesting resonance there that's coming through. Something's breaking through. The nighttime is fading away and light's coming in. Someone's feeling pretty shocked, Pile 3, that you have another day now. You have another opportunity to create new memories, a new dawn in your life, a new beginning. to create new memories with someone, new relationships that are wholesome, beautiful, innocent. There's a lot of innocence in your life. You're getting that again. You walked away from this crazy situation. You're moving into a situation that it's just filled with innocence and light and love, like we talked about earlier. I'm getting like, Thought also implies a sense of something building, like, an increasing energy, or having some type of awakening. Pile 3, I feel like someone is feeling pretty shocked about you, or people are feeling pretty shocked about you, because it's like you've created a new life for yourself, and things, it's only getting better. It's only getting better. You may, for instance, I'll give you an example scenario where we got a divorce, got away from a toxic relationship. You found someone new, you got married, you created light, love for yourself, and you now have children. It's like a whole new chapter to your life is upon you. People are feeling pretty shocked about this. They're shocked that you were able to step away from this dramatic situation and all this crap and have created a good, happy life for yourself. Someone's feeling pretty shocked about this. Okay, it's like the waves have come and washed away all the yuckiness. It's like they wanted to keep you entrenched in this negativity, and that's all they had to offer you. And they're feeling pretty shocked that you kind of left that behind, and now they're feeling unanchored, adrift. And so this is also, they're experiencing an awakening as well. An awakening to the fact that what they represented in your life. Okay? That good things were possible for you. Okay? But it wasn't going to be with them. They made that pretty much impossible. Okay, but maybe they try to make it seem like you were the reason things weren't going right. You were the cause, a lot of blaming. You were the cause of a lot of the drama. You were the one, but they're realizing that they are dramatic. They're realizing that they are beastly. Okay, they're shocked about this and realizing that you're capable of creating a life full of love, light, innocence, newness, children, happiness, new relationships, great things coming, a clean slate. And that is proof that you, Pile 3, are capable of creating good things outside of them, and that you're not limited to this crappy existence that they were wanting to give you, okay? Or that they were trying to pin on you or blame on you. And that's what I'm seeing in the cards for you, Pile 3, as far as answering the question, why are people shocked about you, or why is the person you have in mind shocked about you? Thank you so much for bringing your energy to this reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If it was resonant, please, I would love to know exactly how in the comment section. Please share with me how. I'd love to hear. And I'd love to chat. Maybe take good care of yourself, okay? Oh, and one more thing. If you like to support this channel, you can support me and you really love this content, you can do so by subscribing. You can also do so by hitting the hype button somewhere in the comment section. At the top of this comment section, you can slide to the left or right, and that reveals the hype button. You can hype me up there. Another way you can hype me up is by joining the membership, becoming a member of my channel, and that way you can have access to some members only content, as well as early access to content before it becomes released to the rest of the subscribers and the public. Thank you so much. Take very good care of yourself, okay? And I'll catch up with you at the next one. Bye. Welcome to your reading, Pile 4. So why are people, or the person you have in mind, shocked about you? Okay, so it just depends on how you came to this reading with the energy. You may have someone in mind, or this could just be about what people in general, why are they feeling shocked about you, okay? So you ended up with a feather, you ended up with Aries, you ended up with Taurus, and you ended up with Sagittarius. Okay, so Pile 4, I'm just going to do a vibe check here for you. People are feeling pretty shocked about you because it's like you're the one who got away, right? You're the one who got away. You may have broken free from a group, or, broken free from a certain situation where people expect you to always be there. They expect you to always come back, always belong there. And you may have just gotten away and, and are doing your own thing. You're doing your own thing, or you're going solo in some type of way. Yeah, people are shocked that you freed yourself from something or someone. Okay, you may have had like some type of spiritual ascension. I'm also getting like, uh, you may be someone who gives messages. You may give messages of protection and trust to others. Someone pretty shocked that that's what you do or something. That you're pretty trusted. That you're protected. Okay, and that you're divinely inspired. Okay. Yeah, people are shocked that you have a certain purity to your soul. Almost like, something became revealed, and some facts came to light, and someone realized that you were pure, that you were telling the truth. Okay? Yeah, someone's pretty shocked that you have like you're in a state of high honor. Okay? You're trusted and you have wisdom. You're trusted by people and you're viewed as having wisdom. Someone's pretty shocked about this. Someone's pretty shocked about how brave you are, or how brave you're being, okay? About something. Someone's also feeling pretty shocked that you were able to get rid of some negative energies out of your life. This sounds very similar to pile 3, just on the vibe check aspect. So you might want to check that out, I don't know. Just follow your intuition, of course, that's number 1. I'm also getting that it's important to do so. I'm also getting that people are shocked that you're able to, you may be doing some spiritual practices or like witchcraft practices in a good way, that you may be involved, do some rituals to help clear negative energies out of your life, and that you're very intuitive, you're very spiritually inclined, and you're maybe undergoing some type of transformation right now, and that you're capable of communicating with the unseen. Someone's feeling pretty shocked about this, that you're so spiritually gifted. Okay. Someone's feeling pretty shocked about you, pile 4, that you're able to be successful at something, maybe overcome an addiction, or maybe that you are able to overcome some type of addiction. Could be a substance, could be a person, could be a situation that you were addicted to, or a person you were addicted to. You're able to break free of that addiction or that toxicity. You're protected from something that was you've been protected from something that was trying to sort of take you down. Okay. Yeah, someone's pretty shocked that you've actualized you become self-actualized, that you reach your goals, that you manifested the success in overcoming this thing. Okay. In overcoming something, and you overcame something, and you were protected from it as well. So someone's pretty shocked about you, about how determined you've been and how courageous you've been at overcoming something. There was something you're aiming for, that you wanted to accomplish or you wanted to overcome. And someone's been pretty shocked at how determined you've been, how motivated you've been. Like you have been very self-motivated. Okay, you didn't need someone to come tell you, are you sure you need to get up and go do that thing you said you wanted to do? You've been on it. You've been up before the crack of dawn. You've been pursuing this thing. You haven't broken from it. You've been dedicated to it. So someone's feeling pretty shocked about it. It could be a person, you're dedicated to a relationship or an activity or a goal of yours. Someone is feeling pretty shocked about how stable and organized you've been. You've just gotten your stuff together, pal 4. I mean, you have been determined to accomplish something, and it's shocking the pants off people right now. How determined. I want to say stubborn, but like you've been doggedly fixated on something. You're like, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get this. Nothing's gonna steer me away or dispel me. I'm going to be right on it. I'm going to stay on it. Okay. You be really smart about how you pursue this thing too. It could be something very practical is what I'm getting as well. A passion of yours, something you're very passionate about. Someone's been pretty shocked about you too, because you've been following your ideals. You've been shocking people because you've been following your ideals, and as a result, you're very happy because you've been doing exactly what it is you want to be doing. All right. Someone's been pretty shocked with your generosity as well. Maybe because you've been getting what you want by following what it is you want to do unhampered. You've been very happy, and you've been generous with others as well. Someone's feeling pretty shocked that you stepped away from this dissatisfied life, or feeling, or being sensitive and all this, and focused more on pursuing your ideals and living a joyful life. Okay, very interesting. We'll get more information as we go. We got the King of Wands. Yeah, someone's feeling pretty shocked, pile 4, that you're taking point in your life. You've reached a certain level of maturity where you are making something happen for yourself. It's some sort of vision that you hold, something you want to see come to fruition for yourself. All right, you might be working on being an entrepreneur, or being a leader at something, or in your field at something. You may be filled. I feel like you're really showing a lot of charisma and boldness in pursuing this thing. No longer are you slinking to the walls, hoping one day you might be this thing. You're not sure. No, you have come through the different phases of evolution or growth, and you're now at that phase where you're like, it's time to actualize. Okay, you are currently self-actualizing, and this is shocking the pants off people right now. We're getting the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah. So, pile 4, you are onto something big. I don't know what it is. So, someone is shocked. People are shocked that what you're doing is making you abundant. What you've chosen to focus on is making you a lot of money. Okay? Or, I'm also getting like that you're nurturing something right now into a state of maturity. All right? And you are being very practical in how you go about it. People are shocked at how down to earth and focused you're being. You're being very resourceful in how you go about things, and it's bringing abundance to you. Perhaps it's maybe it's the hospitality industry or something like this. You're making people feel comfortable with you. Interesting. Let's move on and get more information. We have the Hermit. So someone's feeling pretty shocked because of your seniority, your expertise, like your level of expertise at something. Okay, you're shocking people right now because it's like you really know what you're doing. You're like at the top of your field. We're getting very mature energies here. The King of Wands. We got the Hermit. We also got the Queen of Pentacles. The King of Wands is someone who has mastered how to do something, and the Queen of Pentacles, the Kings have mastered how to do something, and the Queens have mastered how to nurture something. Right. Execution, nurturing. And here we have, literally at the top of the mountaintop, someone who it's like everything there is to know about something, and you're all about making this thing happen. Okay? And your guide, someone's shocked at how wise you are, as far as the depth of knowledge you have, that people are seeking you out, but they're also shocked that you're not being flashy about it either. You're not shoving it down people's throats. You're not constantly advertising yourself. You're kind of like, people have to seek you out. People have to go out of their way to find you. And that's shocking people right now. We have 9 of Pentacles. Again, more of this, I'm by myself type of energy. And I'm not really mixing with everyone. A little bit, except for, you have that bird of paradise there. Or falcon or whatnot. Okay? Now, with the 9 of Pentacles, what I'm getting is that someone is feeling pretty shocked that you have created such a comfortable life for yourself, pile 4. That you're in a garden of plenty, and there's more coming too, because this vine is ever renewing. You may have a rich harvest of grapes sitting there ready to be plucked and eaten, and after you pluck and eat that, there's gonna be many other seasons of this stuff coming through. So someone's feeling pretty shocked that you've created a very comfortable life for yourself, where you're doing very well, you're well off, you may have trained someone or something, and your source of income comes to you like you got this thing on tap. All right, like if this bird here, this falcon, is someone who is a source of your income, or someone who assists you in some type of way, in a very vital way, they're always going to be coming back to you, and that's never going to stop. Okay, unless they, something happens to the bird, they will always come back to you. So someone's really shocked about your very posh life, your advanced state. Maybe you got a husband or a partner who's very mature spirited, and you're senior actually in what you do. Perhaps this person expected you to be maybe junior, or not that high up there, but you are. Perhaps you are actually very mature, energetically, personality wise, and age wise, but you come across very young because you've taken very good care of yourself, and you're not the type to play and mess around with your stuff and be ignorant. So you are doing a very good job of taking care of yourself, and it shows. We got death. Someone's feeling pretty shocked that you have transformed yourself into this. Okay, perhaps they knew you at a certain time when you weren't what you are now, and they may have seen you or bumped into you. It's like, I'll give you an example. Like, maybe you went to college with someone, and you were young, they were young, and you had your degree plan, they had their degree plan, and you spent semesters being their roommate, and then eventually, or their dorm mate, and eventually you all graduated, you went your separate ways. You tried to stay in touch, but maybe you kind of got separated and you had some time in isolation from each other. But then you bumped into each other, you met, and they're like, it's like they're comparing themselves to you in a way, and they're finding maybe that they've fallen short. That could be one way they're shocked. They're like, but we had similar beginnings. How come you're here and I'm here? You're there and I'm here. Or another message coming through is that someone is shocked that you're capable of this kind of success. Okay, they're shocked about it. Maybe they didn't think much of you, or didn't think that you are the type to be able to manifest this kind of success. So they're feeling pretty shocked about it. Next, we have the Nine of Wands. This is about imminent success. This is about boundaries too. Perseverance. So someone's feeling pretty shocked, Power 4, that you have shown the level of perseverance that you have. You've been through a lot. This hasn't all just fallen in your lap, okay? That's not what's been happening here. And they recognize that. They're feeling pretty shocked that you did what it took. You hung in there like you should have. And it's like, you're getting the type of success that befits someone who has stood the test of time, who has been resilient, who has persevered, no matter how hard things were. Okay, not even if they were attacked, they stood their ground. They built up their walls and kept going. Whatever they needed to do, but they've hung in there. And so this person is shocked about the fact that either you persevered in your relationship or your marriage, that you persevered when it came to your finances and you're doing very well financially, that they're shocked that you were very focused when it came to gathering knowledge and becoming the expert that you are in your field now, or something like this. They're shocked at your accomplishments. They're shocked that you allowed yourself to transform into this creature of opulence and maturity and seniority and all these wonderful things. Money too, lots of money. Maybe you're very well off, Pile 4, or you come across that way, or maybe you compare to others, you really are doing quite well. Even if you think you're not quite up there, you're up there according to some people, according to this tarot reading, Pile 4. And people are feeling pretty shocked about this. Okay, let's take a look at your first oracle card. We have someone at the zoo here. We have the animals are visiting the zoo, and it's the Homo sapiens that are in the cage. That's funny. So here's what I'm seeing, Pile 4. I feel like this is kind of funny. This is a funny message. Someone is shocked because you make them feel less than. I'm be very honest with you. They thought that they were the sophisticated ones, the elegant ones, but and they actually may have looked down on you and thought at one point and thought that you weren't, that you are kind of like beneath them. I'm getting maybe possibly a couple. This person might be like a supremacist or something, like either like someone who thinks that their race is superior, or they just thought that they were superior to you. Okay, it could be as simple as that. They kind of give you an assessment and thought, oh, that person's like lower than me. They're not on my level. Okay, but you've put this person to shame, because it's like they're now seeing that you are that you are being authentic and that you are free, okay? Whereas they are imprisoned by their limited thinking. There was a system they had in their head of, I am above power 4, I'm better than power 4. But the problem with this was that it was a limiting system, a system of comparison along certain parameters. So they were not thinking outside of this spectrum, okay? It's funny, I'm kind of getting this vibe like, the joke's on them kind of thing, like, I feel like they thought that you were the one who was less than them. You were the one that was less evolved than them. But in reality, it was them that they thought themselves into a corner, okay? They thought, there are people who can be very intelligent, but aren't very wise, So it's like maybe they'd seen something in you where they thought they weren't on your same level. You weren't on their level in some manner, and they use that as a barometer to or a reason to go ahead and say that you are probably less than them in other aspects as well, when that wasn't necessarily true. Sometimes simple is best. A life that is lived simply is better than a life that is very complicated and full of all kinds of gadgets and gizmos and future type stuff, futuristic things. Life can get pretty complicated that way. In some ways it's easier, but it can get pretty complicated if you live life a certain way. It's just an example, okay? If you live in a very futuristic, cerebral kind of way. Now, if it's like they look down on your simple way of life or something, or your simple approach, and they are now realizing, they're shocked to discover that they are the ones who are now being viewed as their way of thinking, and the way they choose to do things is the things that's now being viewed as like the spectacle, the thing that needs to be studied, the thing that needs to be looked at, the thing that maybe is inferior in some ways to living a simple life like you do, Power 4. Okay? I feel like you chose simple methods to get where you got. And I feel like it's like the joke's on them in a sense also, like, they came to look at you. They came to look down on you and look down on how you are. But in reality, they're the ones who are being observed. They're the ones who are being looked down on and being viewed as weird and like, ooh, who are those people? Why are they coming over here and staring and stuff? Well, look, they're strange. Why are they dressed like that? Why are they talking like that with themselves, moving their hands like that? That's very strange. So they're starting to realize that there's someone in your life, Power 4, perhaps it's you, who views them as strange, who views them as the spectacle, and not you, Power 4. So I think that this person had gotten used to thinking that this is the transformation we're talking about. Maybe the dynamic shifted. And I feel like this person used to view you as the spectacle, but now it's like it's completely turned around in their heads and they are the spectacle and they're realizing it. Okay, next we're getting Aries. We got double Aries here, so that's some resonance. They're feeling pretty shocked, Power 4, because you are showing a certain, we're getting Aries, assertiveness, leadership. We got the King of Wands. There is this assertiveness to you that I feel like they didn't quite expect. That you took control of your life, or took control of something, and you were assertive when it came to maybe a project or something you're doing in your life, and you took charge, you took control, and I mean, this card right here is associated with the first house, which is the house of the self, right? The house of personality traits, characteristics, or even your belongings, okay? Or how you physically look. So, Power 4, I feel like someone's feeling pretty shocked right now because they're really shocked at how bougie you are. I'm going to just be straight up with you. They are shocked at how bougie you have become. And by that I mean just flat out rich, well off, wealthy looking, wealthy seeming, nice things, just a posh life. Maybe you married well and you're living in a kingdom like that's very well funded, and the wealth just flows, and you have no problems, no concerns, no worries, and you take your life very seriously. This is not a situation where you're just sitting there and things are being handed to you. It's like a realm that you control and wield that's very well funded. It's something like this, or that you have a business. Another way to look at this is that you may have a business that's doing very well right now. Someone is feeling pretty shocked that that's going on with you. We have EWAs. Partnership, technology, and teamwork. I was just talking about technology, like high tech. So, pile 4. Someone's feeling pretty shocked right now about the partnership in your life. I mean, I mentioned it before, like you may have married someone wealthy, or someone successful. Or you may have you have a business partner. You may have partnered up with the right people in the business world. And you're teamed up with the right people, and as a result, you are now very powerful. You made a lot of movements in your life. You're superior. You're at the top of the food chain. You're at the top. Okay, you are very fast. You're making a lot of progress in your life as a result. Someone's feeling pretty shocked about this. Someone's feeling pretty shocked that you're able to guide people to be powerful, to be more powerful. That you are teaming up with people, and the way you team up with people helps people become more effective and to get more done. Okay, get more powerful. That's the word. I keep wanting to avoid saying it because I don't want to say the word too much, but that's really what it is. You're giving people power. You're responsible. Your guidance is filling people with confidence and just go, Someone may also be shocked by the fact that you're a leader in the world of technology or something, or that you are able to harness technology to make a lot of progress in your work. That you are very well skilled and capable of doing amazing things with technology. Okay, we got avoiding. Okay. Yeah, I also feel like this person, look, they went from looking down on you to realizing that they were the strange ones, or that they were, at least that they were being viewed as the strange one, as a spectacle. They went from thinking you are the spectacle and the strange one to realizing that they're being viewed as the spectacle and the strange one. They went from, they've come to realize that you're living a very posh life. They've come to realize that you're very technologically sound, and you're very advanced, actually. Okay, whereas they thought that you were, almost like they thought that you were less evolved than them, but in reality they found that you are way more evolved than they are. Okay, that you can run circles around them when it comes to certain types of knowledge or skill. They're also shocked, and this is a kind of like one of those kinds of shock that's sort of lowers their self-esteem a little bit, but they're realizing that they're being avoided. They're being avoided by you. They may have thought, I mean, they really put themselves up there. I think now they're realizing that not only do they now see that they're not superior to you, but in all their time, with all their haughtiness and everything and their uppityness, now that they've come back down to earth, and they're realizing that they're not up where they thought they were, and that you're actually way more advanced than they are, they're realizing that during that time you were forming your assessment of them, and have realized that they're the ones to avoid, this person or people. People are realizing now that you avoid like the common man or something like this, so you avoid like basic people. I think that this has really shocked them, because they went from putting themselves up on a pedestal to realizing that you are actually the one on this pedestal, and that you now want nothing to do with them. Okay, you kind of viewed them as lower on the totem pole. So the roles have been flipped, the dynamic has shifted. It's just not what they thought it was. Okay, there's been sort of like a switch up that's occurred for them anyway. We have Sagittarius, I see. Pile 4, they're shocked because they realize that you understand the true state of things. You understand how things really are, okay? You get it. And as a result, you have brought about an end to an old way of doing things with them, okay? Or an old way of doing things in life in general. And you are doing things differently now. because you've learned and understood. And so they're pretty shocked about this, how you've learned, adapted, adjusted, and have completely changed and transformed how you do things because of the knowledge that you have. They're just now realizing that you have. Okay, so they're really late to this game. They're late to this dynamic is what's happening. They're late to realizing just how sophisticated you or someone like you can be. They allowed their prejudices, I guess you will, their biases, to blind them for so long. All the while you were developing, all the while you were thriving, growing. Now you're at a certain point where there's really no one above you. You're at the top. You're on the mountaintop, pile 4. They're down here. Okay, and so it's too late now. It's too late. All they can do is play catch up if they care to. Yeah. Oh my gosh, we got purpose. May you discover your true worth. You know, you can see all these trees here with the tree trunks, and you can see like it's landing on top of the 9 of Wands with these wands, which is very interesting. These could be branches. There's a similarity there, resonance. Yeah. Pile 4, they are shocked about you because you've built a wall of protection. It's now keeping them out. Okay, you've walled them out. You walled them out, and you walled them out because you now realize, oh, I'm not supposed to make myself this person you're thinking of. Okay, pile 4, or people have now realized that you understand. They're not supposed to be able to access you. They're not supposed to be able to just easily access you or find you very accessible. You've put up a wall. That you already read their mind, you already understand the situation, and now you've put up a wall. It's almost like someone who was like an enemy of yours, or someone who has like bad intentions towards you, that was sort of planning and sort of scheming and looking down at you, thinking they were better than you, and talking down to you in their minds and all this, and doing this for so long, and thinking that they were always above you and that was not going to change, to waking up and finding all of a sudden that you are actually superior to them. They get some kind of key piece of knowledge or information or revelation or something, and then all these truths start coming out for them. And one of the truths is they cannot access you. It's done, because you have now thoroughly identified them as not being worthy of your time, worthy of your presence, worthy of be talking to. And so they're late to understanding all this, but they finally understand it though. They do. We have, oh my goodness, the Mountain. Oh my gosh, the Mountain. Wow. So they're shocked about you, pile 4, because you're where they cannot reach. You're so high up there. You're so high up there. Like we're getting with the Hermit on top of the mountaintop. That's you, pile 4. Okay. You're so high up there, there's no way they can ever reach. You know, I talked about maybe they might want to play catch up. It's beyond them. It's beyond them. They cannot play catch up. They cannot. It's beyond them. You have, you know, while they were busy looking down on you and thinking, being arrogant, talking down about you and thinking they were better and thinking that you were inferior or whatever, you were getting your degree. While they were saying all these things about you, you were learning so much, or you were learning so much about life. While they were looking down on you and thinking you weren't that great, you were learning so much about life. You were learning so much about how things are connected. You may have been self-educated, you know, read a lot of books, done a lot of research, went above and beyond what they knew to have this grand image, this grand picture, which of course you're able to squarely peg where they were, which is a tiny dot down, way down somewhere there. But all the while they were thinking they were above you, and they've woken up to the fact that you're on top of a mountain now and they're in the valley, and they're like, oh my gosh, pile 4 is way up there. How could I ever? There's no way to catch up with you. There's no way. They just have to do their own journey and have to take their humble pie, okay, and do their own journey. We have unlock your mind, number 6. Oh, that's beautiful. So pile 4, this person that you have in mind, or people in general, feel pretty shocked about you because they realize that you're very intelligent. You're very smart. You have You may have even, I know they say, oh, you can't increase your IQ. I don't know about that, to be honest, okay? I don't know if I agree completely with that. I think that you can increase your intelligence. Maybe there's some raw intelligence that's just part and parcel of who you are that maybe you can't change, and maybe I get that. But I do think you can increase your knowledge, and you can increase you can increase your knowledge, and you can also unveil certain patterns of thought that will elevate the way you process information, okay? And people are now realizing, they're shocked to discover that you are now very, very, one of the things you possess at this point is the ability to thoroughly process and analyze information in such a way that you're like the brightest person in the room or something, okay? Whether you are focused on learning how to create a more comfortable situation for yourself and others, or you're a homemaker, or you have a business, whatever it is, okay? You apply your intelligence here, trying to master this, trying to nurture this, and your intelligence grew through this activity, okay? And they're shocked to discover that your mind is now very well expanded, and very, very your maybe even your third eye has been opened as a result of the line of work that you do, okay? They're shocked, okay? You discovered a key that they don't have to unlocking your mind and getting information in there, learning, and also analyze information. You're just very bright. You're brilliant, powerful, and they're shocked about this. They're shocked because they can see the evidence in how you run your business. They can see the evidence in how you run your home. Okay? They can see the evidence in how you carry yourself, how you dress yourself. They're shocked about this. So next we have the number 7, optical illusion. Look, we got, I'm noticing something. There is a rhombus here. See these rhombuses? We got kind of like another rhombus here as well. Or is it a parallelogram, right? Some type of, parallelogram, or some type of quadrilateral, right? It's been a long time since I took trigonometry. But, what I'm getting here, Pal 4, is that they're shocked. Okay, so someone's shocked because you have attained some type of balance or equilibrium within yourself. You're not easily destabilized, Pal 4, by others, by their opinions, by, whatever they try to perpetrate upon you, or no matter what, if everybody else is losing their heads, you are not easily destabilized. Okay, your equilibrium, the sense of equilibrium is strong. Now, they're realizing that they misunderstood you. They're shocked because it says your optical illusion. All right, they viewed you as, it says you're not what it seems. They had these ideas about you, Pal 4, where they're like someone, either you or someone that looks like you. They're like, oh yeah, someone like that is all going to be like this. Someone that looks like Pal 4 is going to be beneath me, or someone that's or Pal 4. Yeah, I know Pal 4. I'm better than Pal 4. They may not tell you this, but they feel that way. Okay, they were thinking this, but they're realizing now that they were wrong. They're realizing now that you are a cut above the rest, that you are superior when it comes to you've grown to become superior anyway, when it comes to how you handle partnerships, how you handle technology, how you work with others. That you are now so good at it that people come to seek your guidance. They didn't understand this about you before, that you are a great teacher. That, they're shocked that you're able to, maybe they're starting to feel like maybe this was intentional too, for some of y'all, okay? They're shocked that maybe you intentionally, downplayed your gifts and downplayed what you were about and didn't talk about it much. And, because you didn't care to compete with them, right? You didn't care to impress them. And this led them to have their little fantasies in their head where they became delusional about who you are and how you measured up compared to them. They became confused. It's like they started hallucinating. They were the reality they became settled on with that lack of information about you was, yeah, I'm better than Pal 4. Yeah, and it's their fault because they're walking around comparing themselves to others. Why should you do that? All right? Just be the best version of yourself that you can be and support others as best you can. Be a good human being. So I feel like people are feeling shocked because maybe because the way you look, or the way, there's certain biases they walk around in their head with that's taught them. They're definitely the type to judge a book by its cover. There's something of that coming through as well. Could be because of your coloration, or the type of person that you are. I don't know what it is. Okay. They just feel like they got caught up in the way things look, the surface of things. It could be your physical characteristics, or they didn't know enough about you. They only had surfacey information about you, and based on that information, they decided to go with the assessment that put them ahead of you. But boy, were they wrong. Boy, were they wrong. This is why they're feeling shocked. They're realizing that they fell for an illusion. They fell for an illusion. You're shocking them. It's like their minds are blown, Pile 4, by your superiority in some aspect, or maybe multiple aspects. Okay, we have Father, number 13. So they're pretty shocked because they're realizing that you have been avoiding them, and you're focusing on raising children or mentoring others, teaching others how to be good. You might be a teacher of some sort. You're very advanced in your skills, your knowledge in some aspect, okay? Or you could just be a parent, flat out. You're focusing on parenting at this point in your life. Or you're focusing on teaching others the way. Showing others the right way. Training others to be like you. Training maybe even your own children to be like you. And they're shocked that you're focusing on doing this rather than coming to interact with them, or try to show off, or compete with them, or play any kind of game with them, okay? And they're shocked that you're literally just passing wisdom down. That's all you're concerned about, is you've gained a certain wisdom, now you're a guide, okay? A certain level of wisdom, and now you're just passing it on to the next generation. Now you're just training others to be like you. And that's your only concern. That's shocking them too. Okay, that's shocking them as well. Next we have Dimensional of Shadow, Perfect Circle. Okay. This implies circuitousness, right? Or cyclical nature to something. Perfect Circle, that reminds me of a band I used to listen to. They're called Perfect Circle. They were a rock band. I love their music. So Pile 4, they're shocked to recognize or to notice that you are whole. You haven't fallen for false rhetorics that, or like if you look a certain way, and you've not fallen for because you look a certain way, or because maybe I'll give an example. Maybe you have I don't know, maybe you got brown skin or something, or maybe you have your legs don't work. I'm not saying that's what's going on with you. I'm just giving you an example. Or you're dyslexic or something like this, okay? You've not fallen for this rhetoric out there that, oh, poor Pile 4, they have this disability or they have this limitation. So therefore, they cannot get to this place. They cannot do these things. I'm superior, okay? Okay, to Pile 4. You've not fallen for that. You're so not falling for that. It's not even a part of your vocabulary. You don't even consider it a factor at all to even bother or concern yourself with. Okay? You're not even telling yourself, oh, there's this bias out against me and I've got to work through it. You never even had to deal with that. You understand innately that you are whole, that you are perfect, that yourself. And I don't mean perfect that you have no flaws, but that you are complete, okay? There is no innate incompleteness to you that you got to worry about and feel insecure about around others, okay? That's not even a part of your vocabulary. And so this is something that's shocking them, is that you see the truth of this, all right? And it has led you to make certain transformations that affect society as a whole, or transformations that they saw as you as not being capable of making. All right. I'm getting cyclic movement too. They're shocked to see that you moved on through. You didn't stay stuck at some certain level. I feel like this person, okay, you might be asking a particular person why they're shocked about you. They really viewed you as the type of person to maybe make success or have success, but get to a certain level and stop there. They didn't expect that you would go beyond where they thought you should be, and beyond to the top of a mountain. You had to overcome a huge obstacle, they're realizing. Huge. And maybe because they grew up thinking that they were advantageous and already superior to others, and it was just innate. They never had to work that hard. They never respected the mountain had to be crossed, because they're like, well, I already am here. It's innate for me. I'm already at the top of the mountain. But they didn't understand that there's a real mountain in life that determines the quality of one's soul. And you were engaging that mountain the whole time. While they were sitting there thinking they already got it. They were entitled to it. Maybe it was a birthright. Okay? Your sense of vision, man. They're really shocked at it too. They're shocked that you can see everything for what it is. That you get it. You have that eagle eye viewpoint. You've seen the whole scope of the land. You know where they are and where you are and where all so many other things are. You got a huge viewpoint from the celestial skies, from the top mountaintops. You see something big, and they're shocked about this. They're shocked. And they're shocked also that what you have seen is bringing about a certain transformation in life. A transformation, an ending, and a new beginning, okay? That you've brought about a new beginning, okay? We have emotions, perhaps for yourself and others. Laguz. Wow. It says emotions, but I'm also, this is, Laguz also has to do with water, which is linked with emotions, and evolution. We keep talking about this, okay? There's some type of, they're realizing now that you evolved. And the person you've evolved into is out of their reach. That's number one. And not only when it comes to the height, the status of where you're at, but also just the structures. There's stuff in the way now, okay? Just things, so many things you've done that puts a distance between you and them. And also, I'm getting that they see now that you have evolved in such a way that you completely and utterly understand that there can be no mixing between you and them. There can be none. There can be none. You now understand it. You understand there is no mixing. There's no trying to see if we can blend it and make it work. All that. You already understand that. And so this hope that maybe they'll try to see, maybe, first of all, remember when they used to think they were superior to you? They thought maybe you would feel like because they were superior to you that you'd want to belong with them and you try to prove yourself to them. That's done, okay? That's not even a thing, and they get that. Then, with you now understanding this and then not understanding you understand this, there might be a possibility in their minds, they're thinking, that you might want to hold out hope that there can be some commonality there. They now see that you don't think that. There is no commonality between you and these people. There is no commonality between you and this person in your mind. Okay? They get that now. They get that you get that. They're late to the party though. They're late to the party as far as realizing that you get that. Because we can see the fences here. The fence is already in place. The fence is already in place. And they're shocked about this. They're shocked. It's like, it's too late. There is no coming back from this. You see a path that's kind of going, heading towards there, but it's just a wall of trees ahead of you. And what I'm seeing is that they can try, but there's this energy of, foreboding and just like a resistance of, you sure you want to come through all this? If they want to connect with you, Power 4, they're going to have to be humble, okay? Walk the path before them, all right? And walk through your tall-ass forest of trees, okay? And I don't know if they will have the humility to do it, okay? But they're realizing as they stand there, oh my gosh, in order for me to get to pile 4, to where we can, maybe if we could try to connect again or find some kind of common ground, I would have to traverse this path and cut my way amongst these trees and have to walk amongst these tall ass trees that are all like majestic, and they'd have to walk through your majesty, your forest of accomplishments, and have some humility in order to make it through the other end so they could perhaps talk with you or connect with you. And so they're gonna have to eat their humble pie. Very interesting, right, Pile 4? Oh my gosh, what a reading. Thank you so much for bringing your energy to this reading. I really enjoyed doing it for you. If you enjoyed this reading, please give it a thumbs up. And let me know what part of this reading resonated with you the most. I'd love to hear from you in the comment section. If you really enjoyed what I'm doing here, and you feel it is of value, and you want to know how you could support me, then please hit the subscribe button or share this video. You could also go to the comment section, and at the top you can see at the top of the comment section you can slide to the left or right. You'll find the hype button. You can hype this video, and if you would like to, you might want to consider also becoming a member of my channel. You can join, and I have some members only videos that you can peruse as well as one of the benefits is that you can have early access to my videos as they become available before the public and the rest of the subscribers get to them. You can have the first look and watch and be the first to comment if you like. Take good care of yourself, okay? And I'll catch up with you at the next one. Bye!